Disclaimer, this video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language, content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy. How you doing?
That was good, Papa. I saw what you did right there. It's the Dr. Greenthumb Show right here on Be Real TV, YouTube, Twitch, Discord, and the home site, www.bereal.tv. We can't wait for you to see the new home site. It's going to be so tight. Thanks to the Dominator and one of the other people's working on the site. Y'all are going to enjoy it. It's much like the way when we started the BeReal.tv site. People could interact with us while we were doing the show, and while the show was off air, everybody could interact and post things on the site. So all that's coming back, and we invite you to subscribe to the site, www.bereal.tv. We're going to have a lot of exclusive content that's not going to be here on YouTube or anywhere else. So for the exclusive stuffs, BeReal.tv. To my right, the legendary hitman Julio G.
I made it. That 110 freeway was really busy today, man. I was like, I barely walked in here right now. It's crazy, bro.
For real.
This ain't the old 110 when me and you were young. We used to fly down at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It would be.
Yeah, no problem.
That days are over, bro.
Yeah, no, man.
We're gone.
When it goes, it goes.
Yeah.
And to his right, another legend, the Psycho Les.
Salute. What's poppin'?
Chillin', Papa.
Feels good to be back.
We're about to get it in.
Dr. Green.
All right, the Treehouse crew, Bolton, Blombo, Bra, and the Dominator.
Oh, we're baking it. Shout out to Boolio G.
Boolio G, all right. I never thought to call Julio Boolio.
I got caught slipping the other day, too, man. I got a story about that, but I got caught slipping, man.
All right.
Again, bro. It's all good.
All right. And it's a strong day, so we got Tank Tone in the house.
What's up, everybody?
Squeezing. You know what I'm saying?
Happy Tuesday.
And we have the Brisket King.
How's it going?
How you doing, Brisket King, a.k.a. Slim Pickens?
The man right there, bro.
Pretty good. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Happy Taco Tuesday.
We don't have tacos. We have pizza here today, but... You know.
Listen, the only double plates I want to see you rocking are with tacos on them. not with a straight bar.
That's right.
You like that?
One on each hand, right?
Yeah.
I worked that, yeah. Have two
two plates in each hand. Just with tacos.
Yeah,
Can't hurt myself.
245-pound plates. Oh, my God. I don't know what you were doing. That's some stuff we do when we're 20, 25, maybe 30s.
For real.
Hey, Julio, when did you stop lifting heavyweight?
Oh, I had to stop maybe about getting into my 40s. Like, I had to chill. Well, before that, probably maybe like 37, 38. But because I used to bench press a lot. Like, I used to like to bench press. I have a lot of weight still at my house, but I actually I don't even need those 45 plates no more because I only use one.
Yeah.
And I really, right now, I have a 25 and a dime on each side.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm not even on 45. I'm going to warm up to get to 45s again, but... Oh yeah, it's like I used to go crazy. Me and Tony G was a monster with the weight.
He was.
So I remember the first time I did 315 in front of him. He was like, "Oh man, you did 3 plates."
Yeah,
congratulations.
I mean?
That's
that was way back.
That was way back though. That was way. But I'm gonna tell you what happened is like for people that are listening, you do have to be careful as you get older. That's where my ignorance came. I just thought I'm just working on the hood. I got my my weight. I've always had weights, and your body just can't do it no more.
Yeah, you catch a hernia real quick.
I have a hurt shoulder because of that, and that's why I had to stop lifting heavy weights. I just had to get off it.
As you get older, it's better to lift lighter.
I do lighter,
and do more.
Can I
especially
do bands? You know what I mean?
especially-
Like
Yeah, the bands are real good.
if you haven't worked out in a minute,
Oh, yeah.
like you gotta,
You gotta
go
start
start
slow,
slow, go
bro.
easy. You don't want to
for sure.
do the barts, you know.
Yeah, do the parts.
Do the parts.
Hey, you know,
The
I just
parts.
wanted to see if I could do it.
Yeah, you know, with
And
stuff
I
like,
realized I couldn't.
you know what it is? It was like, let me give you an analogy, Bart's or Dustin. That was much like a person who barely smokes herb and tries to do 20 flips on the Stundin for the first time. That's what that was. You need to build tolerance, obviously. And it's the same with lifting weights. You got to work up back to that. Like what you could do 20 years ago is not what you could do today unless, and here it is, Julio. Here it is. Here, look on the screen. Look at This is the Tim double plated it right here.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, he didn't have a spotter.
No spotter.
Oh no! That's hard right there. Oh, there it goes. Oh,
That's why I was telling him the only double plates he should be rocking are with tacos on them.
Oh,
son.
for sure.
Yo, that pole almost took you out.
Oh yeah.
No, that could have hurt you, man.
Oh,
That
it could have really hurt.
I was gonna roll
So-
it off me if I kind of get up.
That was you?
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah,
That's happened to me before.
So what I was saying. So what I was saying is what you could do 20 years ago is not what you could do today unless you've been steady doing that.
Yep.
You know, like bodybuilders, right? They could be in the game for 20 years doing that at an older age, but that's because they built up to do that. And probably
And you're taking the
steroids.
right nutrients and the right things in your body.
And
because that too has a lot to do with it. But
Well,
I'll tell you,
I did 185 before that. I have a video of that one.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
just said, oh screw
You
it.
wanna do
Let's do
25.
the 2
The
plates,
225,
and
yeah.
if I can do it one time, I'd be stoked.
yeah. Well, you need a spotter, bro.
You need a
You
spotter.
probably do, but
No,
you
definitely
I-
do.
You almost killed yourself.
You almost
I didn't almost kill
Hey,
myself.
one day-
I dropped 405 pounds on my chest. a couple
One day,
times.
at the studio we used to have in Almani at Tony's mom's house. We used to Tony's always had weights around, so we had somebody had given us a bench press. We had a bench press in the studio too with all the equipment, and one day Greg Mack walks in there.
Oh boy.
Oh man! And Greg Mack gets under the bench.
Oh boy.
And before we could tell him, hey bro, like you better like warm up. That's a lot of weight on that bad boy. You know what I mean? Like he just went, let me see what it is, bro. Oh, boom!
Oh.
Same thing. And we had to go save it. Oh, we were
you
lucky
had to-
we saved him, dog.
Caved in his chest.
Oh man.
You know what? That'd have been his karma. He did
Yeah,
that.
because
There you go. Look at that. Oh, he's bouncing it off the belly, bro. He got
Oh,
a technique
man.
right there. He's not even really lifting it proper, man. That's a cheat.
that's actually that actually happened to me though before Dustin is the one I ordered off, and that's scary, man, because you can hurt yourself just by those things, those weights falling.
Oh, and
That's scary, man.
Well, usually the weights will slide off, but because the bar,
But
was
so
so,
much
bar
weight.
was so rusty, it
Oh.
was just gripping on the weight. So that's why I was like tilting. I was like, oh shit, they're
He
not
was
coming
trying to drive
Yeah.
it.
It's like they're not coming off. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man. So then I knew I had to push it off or I had to roll it off my belly. And I was,
That's
Either
crazy,
way, I didn't
bro.
really want to do it.
Hey, I tripped because Method Man, he's like 51 years old,
doing good.
and he's huffing that
Yeah.
stuff up.
He needs to be
boy.
careful though,
But he
because the
needs to be-
shoulders are gonna be hurt,
Yeah,
man. That shoulder pain is no joke, bro.
He
I'm
must be
through
going
that.
to play in a. He must is.
He has a nutritionist. He has to have somebody to tell him what to balance for his body.
trainer,
because-
nutritionist,
yeah.
all that. But I'm saying he's got to be building that bulk for a role.
He
Yeah,
got a movie
yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
He
you
looks
know,
great,
at
yeah.
50 holding that much weight, like you know, it's
It's a lot.
a lot,
Yeah.
especially on your legs and knees.
Mhm.
You know, because you got to be putting the proper work in on your legs too if you're going to carry that up top, which he does. He does a lot
Yeah,
of
he does
squats.
everything. Yeah,
He does
We're watching
everything.
him.
Like whoever's training him, they're doing a good job.
Yeah. And you remember when we were on the road with them? They were all vegan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing that used to trip me out about them. Is like, oh wow.
Well,
this
Red
guy's
definitely. is
Red,
vegan.
but it was the manager too.
Yeah.
And it was Matt too.
Almost
It was
their whole
I think
squad.
Their whole squad was like pretty much like that. That's why if you look at Redman today, he's
Look at this guy.
like brand new, bro.
Look at this guy.
Look at
At
Matt. dog.
51. Bruh.
120-pound
Oh,
dumbbells.
those are 120s. Whoa, that's heavy, bro.
I can get up to hundreds. I don't know if I'm getting up to that 120 though.
Yeah,
but
that's heavy.
fucking
But
Method Man.
he's heavy. Yeah, like I wouldn't even do it.
He's in good shape, man.
Method Man works out every day, B.
Yeah,
he
he works
doesn't
out.
miss a day, and he's been doing this for a minute.
So, look, I've been doing it for years too, and I work out 5 days a week. But our workout.
Man, you got to give Melly Mel his. Melly Mel.
Melly
since I
Mel's
was a
the first
kid-
one, yeah.
Since I was a kid, that guy's looked that way, man.
The first
crazy, bro.
He was the first one taking
Yeah.
off his shirt.
Oh man,
I remember when.
always been in shape.
Do y'all remember? And there was videos of this because this happened at the time where people started using handhelds, but it was one of in one of the New York music seminars. There was battles that would happen. There was DJ battles, and then there was freestyle battles. And Mikey G or Mike G, I think that was his name,
Mikey G.
or Mike D. No, not Mikey D. It's Mikey G. He went up against Melly Mel.
Oh, it might have been Mikey D. Yeah, it might have been Mikey.
What the Mikey something?
Yeah. I remember what you're talking about.
I can't remember who his DJ was, but he had a badass DJ too.
Mikey
It might have
D.
been Cash Money.
It was Mikey D. Yeah,
Mikey
that's right.
D.
Cash Money,
I
right?
think so.
Okay.
He battled Melly Mel, and in the middle of the battle, Melly Mel, to show that what your bars ain't nothing to me. He takes his shirt off, flexes, and then starts doing push-ups right there during this whole verse. He didn't even stop.
Wow.
When the verse stopped, he gets up, he pops out, the Melly Mel.
Oh my God.
He lost that battle, unfortunately, because he was using an old style. Even though he had bars, Mikey's bars were more to the new school of what
Right, when it
rap
was shifting. Yeah, when it was starting to shift.
And look he's in his biker shorts even.
Bro. And he's buffer than that today, bro. I just seen him.
Oh, yeah, he's way bigger than that.
Yeah, he's in good shape, dog. I was like, damn, Melly, you doing good.
Hey, I was at a
Yeah,
gas
look at that,
station.
man.
Yeah, look at him. He's a beast.
He's no small
Hey,
guy, bro.
hey, bro, trip this out. I was on my way home one night in the valley. I pull into this gas station, and I'm pumping gas, and this dude, this beast of a dude, comes out of this car, and he starts walking toward me, and it's kind of dark lit in this particular gas station. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to give it to this guy. I'm like, go get the strappy strap, and I'm like, because he's walking to my car.
Yeah.
And is it, yo, B? I'm like, oh man, this dude knows me. And then I look, boom, it's Melly Mel.
Wow.
I was like, Mel.
Legendary.
I was like,
Legendary, bro.
he was in the valley.
Legendary, bro.
Yup. I mean, imagine
I
he
mean,
walks
look,
up to you on a dark night.
That guy right there, to me, shifted hip hop into a direction that, like, with that one song, The Message, that was my favorite song growing up. To this day, I love to even listen to that record over and over, and I never get tired of that record. But Melly Mel was the dude that really shifted that whole thing.
Oh, he did. He had bars,
for sure.
man.
Oh, for sure.
It was the first message.
Yeah, for sure. And it was so real because what was happening in the streets.
Streets, yeah.
It was so real at the time. I never forget that, man. We were kids. We just like, man, this song is so. Don't push me, because I'm close to the edge.
You want to know something? You want to know,
man.
You want to know the genius of it though, that nobody realized. Okay, so that song is our version or hip hop's version of Stevie Wonder's "Living in the City."
Mhm.
It's the same premise. It's just that Melly Mel did it for hip hop.
The rhyme form, yeah.
In rhyme
And
form.
the way he described everything was just, it felt like he was in New York, man, when you listen to that record. At that time, you know what I mean? Like, he captured a certain time to me in that record. And other records, I love a lot of other stuff that Melly Mel did in general. But the message, I don't think people give him enough prop.
That's one of the dopest songs. The White Lines.
And White Lines, man.
White
I was
Lines.
out of here, bro.
And talk about bars, like he's spitting like endless bars.
Endless bars. Yeah.
It's not.
He had some pretty flawless bars in that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It wasn't until like guys came and switched.
He ran that style at the time. It
Yeah.
was his style. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was him.
It wasn't until Run DMC and
I
the
wanna
rest
say-
come flip the style and it
Yep.
changes.
I want to say Run DMC came and flipped it a certain way because they were kind of off of the Cold Crush and all that too. The 2-man back and forth, and so that they were the thing. They moved it, and then Rakim came,
And then yeah.
KRS came,
And then
that's when it just
KRS,
started.
yeah.
Big Daddy Kane came, and that's when everybody, the rhyme situation, just stepped to another level.
But you know who else was a beast though? Was Kool Mo D, and we talked
Him
about
too.
this. That like his like lyrical prowess back in that time. Him and Melly Mel were just beasting on people.
Yeah, they were the ones. They
Yeah.
were the ones, bro. I'm telling you, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five was like so big in California. Like we used to just
Oh, we loved it.
Scorpio. I mean,
Oh,
the Message,
Scorpio! Oh,
the
if
White
you weren't
Lines.
if
I
you
mean,
weren't on the floor during Scorpio and you had
popping,
skills,
breaking, or doing something with Scorpio,
what
bro?
were you doing if you did like that? If
When that came on, Move.
yes, looking for the perfect beat.
Oh, man.
Scorpio,
All that, bro.
Electric Kingdom,
All that.
Egypt.
Yep.
Exactly. Tour de France.
Tour de France.
Numbers. Art of Noise. Beatbox.
Yeah, beatbox.
Any of those songs came on and you knew how to get down and you didn't. You were punking out.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Julio G eat people alive, son.
I used to enjoy that. That was so much fun.
Oh, man. It was a great thing.
That was a great time.
Listen, I was not good at breakdancing. I was not the break dancer. I was the popper in the crew. Like, I was good at that. If we were going heads up with that form, I had that part of the crew. But Julio and a couple other dudes,
yeah, we used to go.
Man.
It was very competitive, too, and that's why I tell people, I always say that if it wasn't for breakdance, well, really it came from me before breakdancing because I used to pop when I was a kid, too, but it was just for fun because I grew up around a lot of black kids. So it's like it was in my neighborhood, it was just normal to like, what's the new dance of the summer? And then you want to learn it. And then, the girls would be with your homegirls. And, I just kind of grew up in that environment. It was just normal to me, that way. But then when breaking came in, that really just like I wanted to be Prince Ken Swift and Crazy Legs.
He was dope.
That's all I wanted to be. If I could do what they doing, I'm just like as a kid. You know what I mean?
Out of everybody, his footwork was the cleanest.
I think it's just New York. It's just that style that came and it just captivated me, and I wanted to be the best at it. But as a kid, kept me off the street, so I'm very thankful for that because it made me. You have to practice a lot. You can't slag on that. And I knew when I was getting to my end, when Little Man Jam came in.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so not to my end, like I couldn't have competed with him, but I just knew.
Thank God he was on our side.
Yeah. Really dope kid that people don't know about, but we seen him get down in the city of Southgate.
Man, he was.
But we would battle a lot of people.
Yeah.
All of us would go and battle.
Yeah.
So that's what created this Cypress kind of idea of everything we can. Like when we go out on stage,
like the
and do
family
shows,
thing. Yeah,
we want to go battle. We want to compete, but it ain't personal. It's just
This is just a
this
competition.
is a competition thing. It's just what it is. And
that's what hip hop was built on.
That's what it's built on. That's why I love hip hop for that reason. It's
back when you were competing, was it for like money or just
no,
just for winning?
For name.
Just for name.
For clout.
Props. I don't know.
Props.
I'm just asking.
Props.
Yeah,
No,
It's not that I ever
know.
did, so I was just curious.
No, I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying we would do it for
clout,
props.
yeah.
There was no money in it back
There was no
then.
money in it back
We were
then.
just kids.
Not in the beginning. Like
in the beginning.
later on, promoters and event, organizers would throw breakdancing competitions and throw prizes out and stuff like that. Sometimes cash prizes, sometimes.
And if you can make it, if you had a bus, if you can get it, it was tough for everybody. We couldn't all get around town like that. We didn't have cars.
You had to have money to get into the contest to win money.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was all about just making that name for yourself,
Yeah.
and get that buzz on the streets, and then you're the man,
Oh
Yeah,
man,
for sure.
those were good times because like that was a part of the art form that was flourishing back then, and it still does now. Because you see some of the b-boy stuff today, like
Love
that b-boy Junior. You seen this kid?
Oh yeah, incredible. Love it.
B-boy Pocket, and there's like a army of
I love that they kept
badass
it going, man.
b-boys
I love
out
that they
there.
kept
And
it
girls.
going. Yeah, and girls
The
too.
girls are
girls are
getting
killing it right
down.
now, bro. Girls are killing
Oh
it.
my God!
The popping scene too.
Yeah.
That's on another level too right now. So it's really cool to see that, man.
Yeah.
There's so much of it that is so great right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you're talking about back in the day is just straight up primitive to what's happening right now.
Yeah.
for sure.
Like on
sure.
like it's all power moves now. I mean,
Yeah.
just straight power, everything.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
anybody who continued from that time to now has all those power moves. You know what I mean? Like, because there's a lot of cats that like are older and they get down.
Yeah, they still get down. Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
But that's because you
But
got
the
to
new
keep
kids,
going. But
the
these
new kids have invented some other stuff to
some
it. So
other
it's
stuff,
another
yeah.
level.
I mean,
Yeah,
look at
it's-
this guy.
It's incredible to watch.
Look
though.
at this guy. Started from the beginning. Let's show Julio this, man.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's crazy.
Look at he starts off.
Power moves.
That's crazy.
And see,
Yeah.
he's not a small guy, so that's very difficult.
Hey,
That's
yeah,
what-
that's a
that-
big dude.
That's
A lot of
kind of
strength.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
A lot of strength.
no, I could not do any of that. I can't do
You
any.
should try during the mix show
No,
today.
you should try, Bolton. How about that? Oh, look at that. He was on one hand.
Yeah.
You saw that?
That
Okay,
was
so
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you a few things that I'm gonna tell you about this situation here. He's very dope, but I enjoy that kind of acrobatic situation. but I enjoy the break dancing.
Yeah.
I like break dancing. Who's up rocking and who's doing footwork and that's cool to do. I like the flares and the windmills and things like that and the spins.
Do it all.
I dig that stuff too, but I kind of separate guys with that. I like straight up rock down to the floor footwork New York shit. That's like my style that I enjoy the most. You know.
Yeah, because it could just be a whole bunch of
acrobatics,
and there's no skills and no.
I want to see the turtles to the flare to the windmill to the head.
You know what's cool?
That's kind of what I enjoy.
And you know what's cool is they still got all that. It's
they
just
do it.
They've
Oh,
added all
man.
this other extra stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like B-Boy Pocket. If you watch this dude, his windmills into. Look, here he goes. Look at this. I mean, he is.
Oh, I seen him before. Yeah.
But
That's
that's
crazy.
his,
See, I like
that's
the windmill
his
to the head
specialty.
spin.
Look at that,
What you
look at
call
that,
it, right?
look at
Okay,
that.
see, that's what I'm talking about. I like that. That's to me like the breakdancer shit. To me, you know, that was a dope move. How he did that from the head, right?
He reminds me of Little Man Jam.
Little Man Jam, because he was Little Man Jam was smaller. So
Yeah.
he was very,
And he was
easier.
strong.
He was strong. You know, me, I was taller, so everything was very more difficult
Yeah.
for me in that time trying to do all that kind of stuff. So, but I, like I said, I enjoy breakdancing.
It was always crazy to see dudes your size be able to do that.
to do
though.
that, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot of power to do that and like to whip that weight around.
I seen a dude.
How old
from
were you back
Linwood-
when you were doing that?
Oh man, probably 13, 14.
Oh, okay.
Hey, show them
there was no-
1990s again.
You got no videos of it or anything?
No,
like
I
that.
wish I did.
Oh.
There
Show
was
that
a-
again.
There was a guy. I don't know if you remember him.
Look,
Be
ooh.
real.
Check this.
Ooh, man.
Kept it extended.
Oh man, that was hard. Run it one more time. Let me see that one more time. Damn, that was hard. Your boy, rest in peace, was really good at this. Richard
Yeah, Richard.
had an incredible. That was another guy that was.
He was Little Man's guy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Richard was dope because he had that 2-hand one that I had never
Yeah.
seen somebody do like that. And so I'll never forget that about Richard. Rest in peace, man. He had a straight up 2-hand spin. I mean, it was
Two-hand 1990 before
1990.
anybody was doing
that. Yeah, he killed that, man.
There's some incredible things these cats are doing, and I'm glad to see that it's going to the Olympics, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
It deserves to be there.
me
This
too.
is just as compelling, if not more exciting, as exciting as gymnastics.
Exactly. And you know what's crazy? To me, it influences kids because I see my grandkids like when they watch a video of that and they want to like dance and I think to myself, damn, that's what I felt of it. Like what a beautiful culture, like concept of hip hop to come up with something like that. Because like I said, it makes you disciplined because you do have to practice. You just can't be good, bro.
Yeah.
So you have to practice.
Gotta
You gotta
put the hours in.
Got to put the hours in. It keeps you off the street. It keeps you focused on being a winner. And wanting to win. That's what I was thinking as a kid. I just wanted to win. Like, I wanted to be the best. I don't know why as a kid, but as a little kid, I still thought like that. Like, oh, man, I want to win. I want to battle. I got to practice. I got to learn this move. I got to do this. I had to find a little videotape of the dude doing the footwork so I could try to copy it. It was crazy.
It's
going through
like
that
in
as a kid.
anything, man. You got to train. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like you got to put the hours in. Like the way Tony Hawk put
Mm-hmm.
all those hours into getting his, trademark. What's it called?
What the
900.
Yeah, the 900
Hell yeah.
took him hours and so many times of what time we at? Screwing up before he got it right.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And
No,
it's the
for
same
sure.
thing with breakdancing. I mean, but you really got to put.
But we used to get scuffed up. I used to go to
Scuffed up.
school with all kind of marks on my head, and the teachers
Oh,
think
yeah.
there's something one time. One of the
Did you
teachers
get in a
asked me-
fight today,
Yeah,
Julio?
No, one of my teachers thought that I was getting beat up at home, and I'm like, no. I got this because I'm breakdancing, but I didn't have my. When you would use cardboard and you would do a windmill,
Oh, you get,
if
like,
you caught that cardboard, you'll get a
Yep.
Yeah.
But me, I'm so competitive. I didn't have a headband to use. I'm still battling your ass. You bring your cardboard. I got you. Boom, boom, and then boom.
Yeah,
I would do the move, and
You remember every time you would see a nice shiny wooden floor with
had
mad
to touch
space, it was like, yo,
had to
I'm
touch it.
doing a fucking
Or linoleum.
a handspin or something.
hey,
Or
fu-
linoleum.
funny you say that. Funny you say hip hop history. Funny you say that, Les. When I battled and I met Mellow Man Ace at Southgate High School when I first went, I battled him at the gym because they had that nice ass floor. And I remember going there like, oh man, this is like, because you got to break dance a little bit different on a harder little like a basketball floor. You don't have to go as hard because it kind of spins you already. It's really like easy
We used
in a
to
way.
spray
You don't have
pledge.
the pledge. Oh, that was the
Oh yeah,
really
that was
get your spin going.
get your spin
But
on.
that's
yeah.
where I met Mellow Man Ace the first time, because we broke dance against each other. The first time I met him was at Southgate High School, and then that's how I met the rest of these guys, Sandog and then B-Real later. You know what I mean? So, but that came from the gym. You know what I mean? Breakdancing in the gym at Southgate High School.
Let me ask you this, Julio: do you ever walk by a floor and say, "Man, this would be great to
for
get
sure.
a battle"?
For sure.
I still do that to this day, even though I wasn't like one of the floor warriors like that.
Oh, when you see something nice,
When I
you're
see
like,
it, I'm
oh,
like,
man.
"Damn, a battle would be dope in here."
Oh man.
I just saw one in the airport, like this one walkway out. It's like wide enough and it's new floors. I'm like,
How
man.
funny, because people would find somewhere to do it. Like,
Yeah.
if you did find that became a circle if you had the right people there, and that became a contest, basically. You
Oh
know
man,
what I mean?
yeah,
But
it could pop off anywhere.
I used to go to a secondhand store down the street from my house, and I would go in the back, and they would have these linoleums that people would reap out of their kitchens or whatever. So I would buy one of those for $5, and then I'd bring it home. I took it home, walking, and then I'd go home, and then I'd cut it, and then I'd put duct tape on the corners.
Yep.
And then I would roll that up, and that became my thing to go break dance. So
So
I didn't have to.
you'd roll it out wherever you went.
Right. So I didn't have to, what you call
crazy.
it? Yeah. So,
That's
and people,
crazy.
I got friends that still tell me, man, I remember, man, back in the day, seeing you with that thing on your, walking down Long Beach Boulevard. I was probably going to a battle.
How long was it? Like 6 feet, 8 feet long?
6, 8 feet, you know what I mean? Boom, I pull it. Psh, let's go.
That's
boom,
cool.
boom, boom. And I roll it out. Boom, let's get it right there with the pledge. Like you said, I would have a little bag with the pledge.
Spray it up.
And whoever want to get it, we'll get it right there. Southgate Park, I go to Southgate Park, lay it out. Let's go. Boom. Because I knew my thing, because I would practice on it at home. You know what I mean? So I knew the shit like upside down.
Was there anyone else?
That's how
Were you the only
serious-
one that rolled out your own mat? Like when you
I
went
was
out?
other people that would
Yeah.
do it, but a lot of people try to use cardboard, and I didn't like it because it would burn you. You know what I mean? If you didn't have the right stuff on. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the seriousness of your commitment right there.
yeah.
Carrying around a piece of floor,
Yeah.
some
Serious.
pledge.
Oh man, when
know
you
what
would
I'm
see, hey, you would see crews coming down the street with rolls of linoleum
Yeah, tell 'em,
or
man.
cardboard, and be like, "Oh, it's about to be
It's
on."
about to be on.
That was the telltale sign. That's like,
For sure.
when back in the ancient times and armies were going to battle, you see their flags.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, this is this side. It's the same thing. You'd see cardboard, you'd see linoleum, and a battle was about to pop.
But that's what it was born from. You know, like
True, yeah.
breakdancing came along and saved people's lives
did.
that would have been out there actually fighting.
For
each other.
sure, man. It's so true, man. That's why I say I'm very thankful to those guys, Crazy Legs and Ken Swift and people like that, because it was very inspiring. Not, because I'm 54 years old. I'm a grown man now, so I could look back myself as a kid, and then I kind of wonder, damn man, what was I on? Like you was doing that, like that's crazy. Like, but I could narrow it down to where it came from. It's just because I was inspired by watching these guys, and I just love that New York style.
Yep.
I can never front on, even on West Side Radio and West Coast and all that. I'll always give it up to New York, because New York is what really I wanted
Molded
to.
us.
Yeah, for sure. We love New York. We love that style, and to this day, it's true hip hop, uncut
that's
core
the
hip
home
hop
of
is,
it for me.
is New York for sure. For sure, I salute that.
Yeah, that's the original home.
Yeah, for sure.
That's like what we could
We're inspired by that, bro.
in hip hop, we consider that Mecca. That's where it all started. So even if you're from somewhere else, if you're a student of the game, it's like this is where it starts. You know what I mean? And you have to respect that. But kids these days, they don't give two fucks about that.
No, they're turning up right now, man.
Yeah, they
They're
turn
lit.
it up. They're like, I don't give
They're
a
lit.
shit about what happened
They
20
don't-
years
yeah, They
ago.
don't care.
I remember.
know?
I remember. I probably breakdanced for like a year, and then I discovered the DJ, and that's when I was like, I'm good.
That's what I did too. I moved on into
Muggs
DJ.
too. That's how Muggs did it.
Yeah.
Muggs went from baseball to DJing to
No,
producing.
breakdancing. He went to.
Well, I'm sorry. He went from baseball, breakdancing, DJing,
DJing,
and
yeah.
eventually producing. That was the evolution.
Yeah, for sure.
Me too. I used to do baseball early days.
Yeah, I didn't do baseball.
I played
I
baseball.
love baseball.
You played baseball
I
parts.
played baseball all the way till I was like 15.
Mm.
Yeah. Then I just got tired of it.
Yeah. So what would happen if you went and tried to swing a bat all these years later? Throw your back out.
I probably could hit a ball.
Probably back you out of me.
I know. I'll be fine. No, I was a catcher. That was my gig at playing baseball.
Really? And
Yeah.
you're neat.
Because
So
I was like, one of the biggest kids always on the team. So
they need a target.
they just put you there and you stop the ball and that was it.
Big kids always become the catcher because they can't run fast and they're a good target for the pitcher.
I didn't run very quick either.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
But you guys are power hitters, so like if you get taught how to hit, out of the park
Outta
they
here.
go. Over the fences they go. How many?
There's a few that went out over the fence.
You had a few home runs?
Yeah, a few.
All right.
Not a whole lot. I had a lot of hits.
Were you too distracted to get your swing together? What was distracting you? The women's, the girls, what?
No, I just
Parties.
I just did the baseball because my dad was into it.
That was his dream.
And so
Not Bart's dream.
No, not really. I eventually became like the announcer guy at the baseball field, or and started like announcing.
Interesting.
But I did that for a girl though. That's why I became the announcer.
Oh, you did that for a chick?
Yeah.
You do things for chicks, huh?
No,
All
sometimes,
right.
once in a while.
All right.
Not all the time, but like once in a while.
What's that song? Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Dun-dun.
I gotta say,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I don't remember how many years I played baseball in Little League. It was at least 4 years, right? And my only real memory from all of it, I remember some plays. I remember a couple home runs. I remember beating a kid as a pitcher. That was effed up. Because I didn't try to hit him, but I hit him good. You know what I mean? I was like,
I mean, we used to play everything: hardball, softball, wiffle ball, stick
You guys
ball,
played stick ball a lot.
stick ball.
That's crazy.
We was in the hood playing all this. We was young
I
and stuff
played
like
for a heartbeat, but I didn't want to do it.
oh, man, aluminum bats and tennis balls.
Oh yeah. That's the best.
For me, I was always more interested in playing football and basketball. But for some
that. We
reason,
was playing football too.
they wanted me to play baseball, but I had no interest. I probably would have been good at it if I put my heart into it, but I was like, I don't want to be playing no damn baseball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's cool?
But I got to tell you, man, when you play a team sport, it's a building block for you if you're going to do like things later on in life that, everybody plays a role.
For sure.
It's important. You know what
For
I mean?
sure.
If you don't play a team game and you're solo rolling, it don't fucking matter. But like if you get into a spot later on where you got to learn how to work as a team. And when you play team sports, even if you didn't like it, you get the concept.
Oh, it's true.
You know what I mean? And that's the one thing I did learn from it. But, playing basketball and football, that was much more pleasurable to me.
I always played in the streets. My mom's couldn't. I tried to ask her one time for the Pop Warner thing or whatever, and because one of my friends was getting in, and we used to all play together in the streets, but she couldn't afford it. You know what I mean? It was just I can't pay for that insurance.
Yeah, a lot of us couldn't.
Yeah, we couldn't afford it. It was just different times, but it was all good. I always had somewhere to go play, and we kind of used to play everything. But what's crazy is that like I don't see kids doing that today at all.
No.
That's my block is so dead, man. I just think, man, we used to be up and down my block. These neighbors couldn't stand us, man. We were playing baseball, pole-to-pole football for one
Julio,
day.
technology got these kids on their phones.
Man, that Nerf
And-
football. That was the bomb.
When that came out,
Man,
bro.
we was living
bro.
it up.
Me,
the Nerf.
oh man, don't even tell me, man. Whoever came up with that was genius, bro. Genius at that time.
Yeah,
We
that was
all
good.
Had Nerfs.
The Nerf footballs.
Man.
Fun,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean, because you could still get it off with that. You didn't need a real football.
If you
could
had a
totally-
nice arm, you'll get that
Oh,
off.
man, that Nerf was going deep.
And then it would hit you. You wouldn't feel it so bad. So it was perfect, bro, to tuck that little Nerf, man. I used to love that, man. when
Yeah,
I
the
was a
Nerf.
kid.
The Nerf game was cool.
Yeah, that was great, man. That was a great invention. Whoever came up with that,
Man.
that was hella dope.
Yeah, like like I said, I was trying to say my favorite memory of Little League wasn't even in the game. It was the first time I had a little bag of chili Fritos and they put the chili in it. Then my true affinity for snacks was born.
Yeah, for sure.
Snack Tone was born.
Man, the snack bar was the best. That's
agree.
what I looked forward to the whole time.
I remember that. We used to have the ill hot dogs too.
Yeah.
The really,
Yeah, and
the
all the
old
snacks.
school nacho cheese,
Oh,
with
yeah.
jalapenos already in it.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie, that Southgate Park was nice, man. Because you're right. Because I couldn't wait for that. I'd be out there watching the game. These snack bar this thing. Let's see what they got over here today.
That's half the fun.
As a kid, that's what you're looking forward to.
All the hour laters,
you know,
Jolly Ranch.
You get like that big league chew baseball gum.
Yep.
You know, like
Put
that
the
was
whole
like
pack in your mouth.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Hey, how about a rare trading card featuring Michael Jordan autographed game jersey patch sells for $840,000 as a part of a $12 million auction. A patch.
It was a what?
A patch.
A Michael Jordan.
Oh no, it's actually a card. A rare card featuring a 1992 Michael Jordan autographed game jersey patch.
It's like that little piece of it in the
Yeah.
card.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like so, it's a card autographed, and there's like a piece of the jersey usually. Like, in it.
Yeah, it's sold for $140,000.
140 or
$840,000.
$840.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh, there it is.
For a goddamn
Look at that.
patch.
That's it.
Holy shit, dude.
He's still alive.
Man.
It's Michael Jordan, though, man.
That's crazy.
Imagine how much somebody went.
Oh man. Yeah, imagine.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
like,
MJ, man.
That's MJ.
$8 million card.
he squeezed Mary's ass.
I think the reason for
Mary
this
J.
is because it's so
Come on,
highly
who else you
rated.
know that?
Yeah.
He did?
What?
That's real?
Look that up.
Well, you just told me. I don't got to look it up. I believe you. Shit.
I mean, they was
did?
hugging and then he just squeezed
He
out.
caught a squeeze, huh?
Who?
But they, they made
Oh, man.
they blew it up on the internet.
Michael Jordan
Come on, who else?
Who'd he squeeze?
squeezed Mary J. Blige.
I ain't mad at that.
I mean, that's called taking liberties, though, no?
I mean,
They already
she didn't
knew each
mind.
other. Yeah.
Wow.
She kept talking and kicking it.
Oh, well, there you
They
go.
already were familiar.
That's hilarious. I mean, kind of.
I don't know. I think the internet's kind of just blowing that up out of proportion here.
Hey,
Here's the
goals,
photo.
everybody, goals.
Oh, no, he didn't squeeze no ass. That's like just, that's just a little,
Man,
it's a
that's
little
just
low.
giving her a hug. That's
It's a
his
little
sis
low.
right there, bro.
A little hug.
That's his sis. That's
a
Mary
little
J.
low.
Come on, man. And let me tell you, I've met Mary J. a few times on the radio. She came on the show a few times. Very, very nice. Very, very nice.
Respectful person.
Super,
too.
super nice girl, man. Super nice lady.
Yeah, Mary's man cool.
Yeah, man,
Oh,
cool,
yeah.
bro. Man.
That's not an under the cheek grab,
No,
but that's still a grab. That's the top. That's the top round grab.
That's the beginning.
it's the borderline.
It's there, but I mean, it's not like
It's Madonna. It's borderline.
Let's keep it real. If he was gonna do that, you would have seen that. You come on now.
He would. I don't think he would have done it out in public, like blatantly. Like that's
No.
low enough.
Come on, man.
It's low enough to be like, hey.
Hey, I'll
But
say
it's-
this:
But it's not low enough to call the attention that it's calling. You know what I'm saying?
he's much taller than her too.
Yeah.
You clearly can see he's got some long arms.
Yeah.
He didn't even
Wanna
try.
give her a
Just
hug.
went
You ain't
there.
seen her. That's his sis right there.
That's his
What's
sis,
up,
man.
girl?
Hands
What's
is
happening?
just there.
They're just
Man,
there.
y'all make
there.
something anything out here, boy. Internet, bro. Y'all doing too much.
Yeah. Seriously.
That's the internet for you, bro. It's
real.
real love. It's undefeated. Hey, KDA, the 93 5K, they put up this post today talking about, and I think it's been around for a while, the conversation that Game wants to try out for an NBA team. See if he can get it in like Master P did all those years ago. What do you think, dude?
I don't know. I've never seen a game really play.
Well,
so I
Game
can't-
used to play.
Yeah.
Everybody
plays.
Everybody, but no, but
in
he,
that game.
no, but he really used to play.
Yeah, he's play. Yeah. But everybody plays. B. In that field,
This is true.
you just play. Okay, everybody does.
I would say this. If he's still been running games all this time, like on the in-between time.
But how old is Game?
He's 43.
43.
42, 43.
42.
somewhere.
And he's going to come to the NBA?
NBA, I don't know.
I think it's ambitious.
That's crazy.
I think it's ambitious. Definitely ambitious.
42, no way.
Is it?
He says, just give me a 10-day contract to prove his skills. Do you think he could prove his skills in 10 days? Oh, geez,
I don't know, man.
It doesn't sound like you think he can.
I don't think so.
You know
these
what?
These young kids are balling.
Hey,
man.
you would
better
have
stop
to,
playing,
yes,
bro.
you would have to be able to keep up with one of
Yes.
these young ass kids at 43.
That's why I asked. How old is Game?
LeBron's 37, but that's LeBron,
He does that every day.
right? You have to be built for that.
For that.
Yes,
And that's LeBron.
but that's what I'm saying, right? So,
Well-
like, let's just say from his high school balling days and his college days or whatever time he spent in college, let's say, Has he been balling from that time to now, still actively?
I don't know. I've seen him.
It even so.
I've seen him in pickup games. Like he'll jump in some games. I've seen that because he got into a fight at one. So that's the reason I know he does those.
But I'm
So I
saying
guess
at 42, you got to be hella
you got to be
active.
active.
And you better be exceptionally fucking good for
These
them
young kids are
to give you a 10-day.
For real.
Here's the answer to that question or demand, however it's phrased, right? Who needs who?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
who can argue with that? Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, they got enough pool of collegiate players that have foundation and young legs coming into the game every year.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So, like,
okay,
no team would just pick him off, unless they didn't have any other options and they said, okay, we need something because we're lacking here, and hell, if he wants to try out, let's let him try out.
I say this, it would be dope if he got the opportunity, like a Make-A-Wish opportunity. Just let him do it.
Let him do it.
Because maybe everyone will be wrong and he
For
really
sure.
turns
Maybe he
out.
comes out the gate. He's dunking it out.
I mean, let's be
oh.
realistic. Let's say they gave him a 10-day contract.
For sure.
They would work him out to see if he could even run with the guys, right?
Right.
But and if they gave it to him, let's just say out of for the marketing of it, we got Game on the team for a month.
That's all I'm saying.
Or whatever. He would probably only ever see the end of the game time, like if the team he's on is blowing out the other team or getting blown out. That's probably the time they would give him. That's how they did Master P.
Yeah.
They're up 72-56.
Yeah.
Go, Game. Come on in, man.
Yeah, I mean that's how they did Master P though.
Oh my God.
You're the coach, though.
Well,
You're gonna do it a different way.
While he stood on the team before they waived him, when they put him in the game, it was at the okay, well, this game's over, so let's put him on the court.
I'm just saying I would watch the games because that would be a fun thing to watch,
Yeah.
But I also think at the same time, it would be fun to watch the game do it. It would be that you would have to make that an annual opportunity because there's a lot of people that feel like they could step in there.
For sure.
Give 10 days. Let's just
give 10 days.
Reality check.
That would be a great movie if it was a
No, they
success
should do
story.
that.
If it was a success story,
Yeah.
that would be a great movie.
Could be.
And you could literally.
Isn't there a movie already about that or something like that? Someone like
Something like maybe in baseball
or
something.
football, maybe.
Football.
Was.
Yeah,
It's
something
football,
like that.
Yeah, I don't think there's one
We're
basketball.
talking basketball right now, but you could do this. You could do this in any sport.
You
could
could.
do this in music. 10 days on tour, fool.
Oh well, look, hey, look.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
look,
You ain't
hey,
never been on
hey.
tour, and then you were out there for 10 days.
Yeah, that's crazy. Give him a 10-day tour pass. No, in football, they give tryouts to walk-on players
Walk-ons,
that
huh?
aren't drafted, and they do the same thing for NBA players. So, he should just go when the tryouts are happening, for next season.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
Which team? I'm wondering, is he trying to go with the Lakers or Clippers, or what team is he trying to get a 10-day from? You don't got to be here at home. Why would you play anywhere else?
Why would he even want to do it?
I don't think neither team would give him the 10-day. Clippers or Lakers wouldn't give it to him. I don't think so. It would be cool if they did.
Yeah,
but
I guess
I don't think so.
I'd like to see Game in the league before. Get down and see what he does.
The G League?
Yeah.
He's a little bit old for the G League. Those are all
know?
young legs, baby.
Well, it's the same thing. It's
That's
like
why I
getting-
said who needs who. The NBA doesn't need it.
No, they
But
don't.
on the flip of them not needing it, like I said, you never know that it actually might be something that people enjoy because they got to see one of the people get a chance. Because now everybody got a real chance.
Think about it like this. In hip-hop, there are a lot of cats that were gifted in sports, like basketball, for instance. There's a number of rappers that could have actually been great collegiate players had that's what they pursued, like Mace and Cameron and Sadat X and perhaps even Game. Who knows, right? But they loved hip hop more, so they sort of left that behind, and they maybe ball on their personal time because it's still a passion. They like have games with their homies, but in terms of pursuing it professionally. When they were kids, it was the dream to play in the NBA. But when hip hop flipped their whole thought process, like, this is what I want to do, in the back of their mind, it would, they're probably thinking, it would have been cool to play in the NBA. So it's like a side dream.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So you would think some of these guys, like, if they could get a 10-day, they would totally.
Oh, yeah.
They would totally try. Even if they were going to embarrass the shit out of themselves, at least it's like, I got to wear an NBA uniform and get on the court for a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know
Even if
what I'm
it was for one game.
Yeah. Now, me thinks that, like, a lot of shit that happens with the game is he's just saying things so that, like, it make people react to what he's saying. So, yeah, him saying, yeah, give me a 10-day. He knows they're not going to give him a 10-day.
Yeah. So now you're in my territory. See, so now we agree on that.
Yes.
That's more what I think
Yes.
this is. So I would have took it more serious if you were serious, but you're 43 years old, so I
Yes.
can't really take you serious. You want a 10-day to do what? Are you gonna jump on the team and start doing pickup games and learning you're really gonna do that? Okay, bro. So this may be more for, like you said, you got to keep the attention going in some kind of way, like you said. I mean,
New music
we'll talk
coming
about it.
out.
Yeah, whatever he's doing, you know what I mean? I love Game. I think he's a great artist. It's just, everybody has their own way of how they stay in the game today, because he's been around for a long time, bro. You still have to. If you want to continue, you have to find ways to push yourself or keep your name in the game.
Interesting ways that are different.
Rest in peace to Eazy-E. He told me that one day. He was. I asked him one day in front of at our studio. We're sitting outside, just me and him, and we started talking about Ice Cube. And I said, I don't know how we got into because I known Ice Cube since the beginning, Eazy-E since the beginning, so we kind of known each other. So we were talking about, oh yeah. So I said, man, so he clowned you on. He said something about going with the president, and he's like, yeah, and he was laughing, yeah, man, fuck Ice Cube, man, he just Eazy was clowning, you know what I mean? He was having a fun time with it too. So he's like, yeah, but check this out. Let me tell you something, man. The reason that happened is because he used to give money away to different organizations. And a lot of people didn't know this about Eazy-E. He liked to donate to different causes, and he was just very a givable, charitable person. And so he had given the Special Olympics this money, $2,500, and they put your name in this thing, and then they pick your name out to be able to go to the White House. So they didn't know this is Eazy-E. They just seen Eric Wright. So he wanted to go. He's basically telling me the story how this happened. He goes, man, it wasn't even no big deal, man. He's like, I just wanted to go see the damn White House, man. I shouldn't have even thought about it that deep, but I just never been to the fucking White House. I thought the shit would be cool to go check the shit out. They invited me. You know what I mean? They sent me my shit, right? So that's how he was looking at it.
And that was Bush era.
And it was Bush era. So he wasn't looking at it like he was going to go shake the president's hand and go take pictures. He wasn't doing that. He wanted to go see the White House. That's what this was about. Yeah. And so when he got off the plane with Jerry Heller, all the cameras were there, and they figured out it was Eazy-E. And he said, so I don't really give a fuck what Ice Cube got to say about it. $2,500 got me $2 million worth of press.
Boom.
And then
that's true.
Then this is what he tells me. He goes, hey, Julio, remember one thing, man. If they're not talking about you at all, then you're nothing. Even when they're talking about you bad, they're talking about you. Because he loved that thing with him and Dre and Death Row. He actually...
Yeah, that kept him in the
the talk of the conversation. And so when I started to hang out with Eazy-E more, I started to understand him, like the way he thought. He didn't take things personal. He thought it was cool. They was dissing him back, diss him back, drop it around this time. It was all conceptually thought out. So he was kind of playing ping pong back with them. So Dre was winning, Snoop was winning, but he was still getting his. And then Bone Thugs came,
and that flipped it.
So it was like, you know what I mean? So Eazy thought about it in that way, and that's why I say I don't blame Game for that. That's just part of the music business.
I mean, a lot of cats got onto that type of strategy. I mean, like with 50, when you look at how he rocks it, like he trolls everything.
He's the best.
Brilliantly.
He is, man.
And like with all that attention, like he drops things here and there, and it's always like popping because like he keeps himself relevant through the various things he does, man. He's been around. Master of that.
He's a master of it, dog.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely, bro.
Right up, man. Props.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You got to, you know,
Beast mode.
hey, listen, however you got to like, as long as you ain't like playing yourself, you know, you do some interesting things to like keep yourself out there. But like Easy said, yeah, man, you know, positive or negative.
Yeah, they're talking about
you will, you know, if they're talking about you, you're relevant.
He told me that he loved that people thought he was 16. Because in one of the songs he says something like about that, right? So he used to like that people didn't really know his age, and he thought that was the like,
mystery.
Cool. Yes,
Yeah,
he
the
thought it was
mystery.
the mystery. He didn't want to tell people how old he was. He's like, because back then you just couldn't, you know, figure out how old you were. You know what I mean?
No Google.
Yeah, there was no Google, so it was like,
Yeah.
if that's what he said, then you thought because of that voice, you know.
I subscribe to that
Yeah.
theology, bro. Because
Yeah.
like back in the day, I was like 17 when I was 14 for like 3 years. Then when I turned 18 or 19, I went back to 16, and I was flipping up and down. Nobody knew how old I was.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck that. 'Cause
Different times.
I'd be bullshitting about my age left and right.
And so that's why I say he I learned a lot from that guy, just being around him, just soaking up game and the way he thought of it, the way he looked at the game. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of these guys kind of blueprinted off of him, because all that beefing back and forth and all that, it came from them.
Yeah.
That was the big beef in the beginning. Remember, it was NWA when Easy E.
Oh yeah, that was like
Cube left. And
that was like
this,
the
that.
first big
That was the
beef.
first big beefing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And from there,
One of the
everybody
first, yeah.
everybody learned how to
beef after
how
that.
to beef and make
And
money
capital-
off it
and capitalize.
off it.
Yeah.
Thank you. There you go, man.
Because that's
So-
the whole thing, man. Like, you would find out that half of these guys beefing. Well, not today. Today, they're really beefing. But beefs back in the day, man, they didn't really want to be like getting into crazy situations, but they could capitalize off the heat from it, right? You know, like people are saying, "Oh, what is he gonna do next?"
Right.
Let's
Is
see
he
and
answering
wait
back?
if there's an answer back or reply or snap back, as they call it today. And people would they would capitalize off of that heat and use it. And as long as they would, as long as nothing crazy was happening to each other, and they were staying away from each other and not actually going at each other, they were selling hella records and merchandise.
And if it don't, and sometimes it goes the wrong way and it doesn't work. So it's just like it can be a hit or a miss. But some people took that route. But that came from NWA, watching them break up and then go at each other.
I'll tell you, they may not have been, fucking with each other in that time, but they were civil to each other. They knew it was
it wasn't that.
This is all business,
Yeah,
and we're all gonna fucking make money from this and sell records.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with you, but it ain't as serious as people thought. Because I remember I went to Priority Records with Cube one time. I was rolling with him, and he was playing me the new album that was about to drop. I think it was Lethal Injection or something like that. And he wanted me to hear it. So I went up and I met everybody there. On our way out back to the car, Easy was coming up. And I thought, ooh, a fight's about to break out. And I'm going to get to see it. That's what I thought, you know what I mean? But there was no fight.
Nothing happened, right?
He shook both our hands and we kept it pushing and we're like out of there, and Cube was like reluctant to shake the hand at the time because they were not
Yeah, it was
getting
not
on,
good.
but it wasn't like, oh, we're about to scrap right here in the parking lot of Priority. Yeah, it was gentlemen,
right.
we don't fuck with each other, but what's up? All right, cool. I'm out.
Right.
I remember meeting Eazy at Relativity when he came to New York, and he was signing Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
Bringing them up to the office. I just happened to be up there, and the president introduced us like, yeah, this is Psycho Les, boom, boom. This is yo. So I met him, boom, boom, and that was the beginning of Bone Thugs.
Yeah. They started from Relativity. Yeah.
Vince McMahon became a billionaire selling beefs.
Yeah. That's
Still
right.
doing it.
He didn't just pop wrestling matches off. He created storylines with beefs and rivalries that made people like want to watch next week. What are they gonna do? They hate each other.
Well, there's like, I mean,
You know
it's
what I'm
like in any industry. Like, if you just want to like get a bunch of people to buy your product, you just get some sort of controversy behind it, and all the people start giving you free advertisements saying how bad it is. And next thing you know, you're selling 1 million of whatever it is you're trying to sell because all because some people were pissed off and they have to like voice their anger on it.
I'm gonna tell you something about Eazy-E. I never heard him talk bad about Ice Cube when I was around him. Like he never like referred to him like in some hatred kind of way. Like, oh man, fuck that motherfucker, man. He a bitch. He a bitch. Never did I hear him one time say nothing about him. The last conversation I had with Eazy was when he ran into Ice Cube in New York before Eazy went to the hospital. And they had worked out that they were going to bring back NWA, but without Jerry Heller.
That would have been so dope.
Yeah, and so Eazy was very excited because he had just
they were all squashed it up.
They had squashed it up. He already had talked to Dre, and the same thing. Dre wanted to do it without Jerry, and he would do it if Jerry was out. And Eazy was in the process of
how dope
taking
that
Jerry out,
man.
And so I never, like I said, I never heard him like talk like about Ice Cube like that. He did tell me one day outside of a party, he was telling me one day, he's like, yeah, man, like. I didn't rob Ice Cube. I got him his money, man. He the way he explained it to me that when he started the label, he didn't really understand how the band thing worked. Like how
it was hella new.
It was brand new to all of them. Yeah. So he just thought he the record label and he's the name, and so I'll just get y'all paid. But he didn't understand it's supposed to go this.
Right.
And really, he wasn't that dude like all savvy at that. He was from the streets.
Yeah.
So when all that happened. He told me, oh no, I got Ice Cube's money back. He got his money, dog. I didn't rob him. I just didn't understand that. And when it was explained to me this way, I got him his money, but he don't tell people that.
Yeah, well,
right. So that's kind of the only thing that I ever heard him say about Ice Cube. But I never heard him talk bad about him. Like,
and I'll say this:
he didn't like him or something, anything personal like that.
And I'll say this: in the times that I hung out with Cube, he had never like said anything horrible about Eazy.
Yeah,
we didn't even like ever bring it up. Like I never asked him about it. He never felt compelled to say anything to me about it because realistically, it wasn't. I mean. It was already done by that
time.
Yeah,
it was done. Yeah, it had been out for a while. Yeah.
But I did happen to be with him that day where, they saw each other in the parking lot. And I totally thought they were going to scrap. And it was like I had a different understanding of it after that.
Trip this out. There's a song on Eazy-E's last album. It's called The Motherfucking Real with him and MC Ren. That song is the last song he recorded because we all recorded it at his house. And that song was to get Dre and Cube into like we're starting to move on the record of NWA.
Getting back to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So because he had brought Yella, Ren, and Eazy at Eazy's house. And if you want to listen to that song, it's called The Motherfucking Real, and it's on Eazy-E's last album. That song was actually like the beginning of pushing into the NW. Not saying that song was gonna be on the album. I'm just saying that was his thing, like to shoot to Dre and Cube. Hey man, we working. Me and Rain just got in and did this. You want to jump on it? That's kind of what that was. But then that ended up just being a song for Eazy-E's last album, and they kept it as that. You know what I mean? So
rest in peace, Eazy, man.
Yeah, really, really good guy, man.
Word up.
Rest in peace.
Real quick before we get into submissions, Border Patrol agent sees almost 300 pounds of narcotics from 3 vehicles stops in just one day. Motherfuckers is working.
They moving that dope.
Three vehicles in one day, 300 pounds.
So the streets are flooded with drugs. I will tell you that in the hood where I'm at. It's just flooded with drugs, and it's just this type of drug is just different than I was just telling my boy last night. He was at my house. We were saying, hey man, because he's been around my neighborhood that long. I was like, hey bro, this ain't the old dope from back in the days. I mean,
no, you cannot fuck around.
You
that
can't.
Fentanyl is
it's out there, bro.
Talking about cocaine or like,
the meth, the fentanyl,
all of it.
The Percocets,
all
the
that stuff
Whoopie
is fentanyl
Wops,
in it?
whatever pills you on. It's just so much stuff combined. I don't know what we're gonna do with all this, man. It's crazy.
I don't do drugs.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't do shit like that.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
It's crazy, bro.
Don't do those kind of drugs. Get with the weed.
I mean, people are
get with the
ODing.
medicine.
People are straight ODing because they think it's a Percocet and they think it's got fentanyl in it, man.
Yeah.
And people are straight just.
Oh yeah, there was like 3 kids last week.
Yeah.
That they were talking about that. They bought it off of Snapchat and out of here.
Yeah.
And now Snapchat's going through it right now.
Yeah, because that's where they're moving it.
Because a lot of drugs are being moved through Snapchat, according to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So,
No, I was just say, like Bobo, I really like a charcuterie board too, and this alert is a little
oh yeah,
messed up. Seeing that I literally just put that down on my list for this week, and I was like, oh
Keep
man,
the charcuterie boards out.
let me get a medium charcuterie.
What's wrong with charcuterie?
That something in the Pescado is got some sort of bacteria. Recalled over 50,000 pounds of sausage, salami, and Pescado. Hey, in the gabagool. We took it off our rider. We don't carry it anymore, just so that Bobo's not tempted. Because I rarely touch it. But
I'm gonna bring in a barbecue charcuterie.
I dare you.
Or just a bunch of barbecue.
I dare you.
And we'll do it that way. No, it's a thing I see on Instagram, so we'll have to do it here.
I dare you.
I'll get Bobo his own small one.
You already got to smoke some watermelons. Now you're gonna bring a.
Yeah, we're gonna do watermelon.
You're making a lot of promises these days, bro.
I make it happen.
You do.
Yeah.
I can't say that
you're the man, bro.
He is the man.
On Thursday we have full barbecue.
You got to stick around for one of them, Julio,
Yeah,
because I know you be zipping right out.
Yeah, I'm trying to beat that traffic.
I
bro.
know you are.
Yep.
Shit, I know how it goes.
Yep.
Trust. All right, it is now that time, so run it.
Time for submissions. 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 Time for submissions.
Shout to Snacks. And we got a bunch of submissions in today. First one's up of the day. We got Dean Jones up in here making a little chicken pot pie.
Dean Jones.
That looks like it'll be good.
That looks like he did it himself.
Yeah, he definitely did that himself. There's no way that was store bought.
That looks good.
That looks good. The crust looks great.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
Looks hearty.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Hardy, har.
Almost looks like mashed potatoes, so thick.
Maybe I'll do it now. Maybe I'll do it later.
I think you are looking at mashed potatoes.
Are those mashed
and
potatoes
eggs.
and a pot pie? Man, that is Fat Boy to the max.
That is, yeah.
That's the way I do.
He
That's the
said
way,
that is Fat Boy. That's robust.
Man, that's the way it's supposed to be done.
That's the way to do
I would eat that.
I know we all eat it, but
Yeah.
that's the way to do it if you're gonna do it.
Where's them chunks of chicken, my?
Was that a little broccoli on the side or something?
Hey, you know KFC's got their chicken pot pies popping off right now.
Yeah, they came back. I stopped going there when they discontinued. I was like, oh hell no! You
That was
guys
the only
give me
thing I
like
got.
the
They said we need
pizza?
Steph back. We're putting them fucking
They
things
got me back.
Oh man, I wanted to try one last night. I was looking at the commercial. I was like, I'm gonna order one of these motherfuckers.
They're pretty good.
And then I didn't, but you know,
Pretty good.
it's I see it in my future.
Don't do it.
Hey, they don't
I'm
pay
gonna
us
get
for
one
this
on the way
Bolton.
home tonight.
What the hell?
They don't look like that though. They still in the foil.
Yeah. All right. Next.
And let's see, next up in here, we got Hector up in here, and he smoked some ribs.
All right.
Those look
Pork ribs.
Those look right. We'll have some of those here on Thursday too.
Said he
Nice
smoked them
spare
for
rib.
8 hours.
Spare ribs.
Yeah.
They're pretty big racks. Probably took that long.
It's a nice rack.
Look at those ribs. Man. That's some ribs right
Oh my God.
What you got on those ribs, Dustin?
Those look really. They look really. I mean, they look like they're cooked right.
Hey, let me ask
I mean,
you
you can
this.
tell by. I can tell by looking at them usually.
Because there's people that smoke them like for hours like you do, right? But isn't there also a way where you boil them and then you bake them after?
No boiling.
Really?
No, that's the worst because then you just suck all the juice
Really?
and stuff right out of the meat. So you're better off just get the ribs and just cook in your oven, just straight up.
Straight up.
Because at least you're not gonna. I mean, because like
Because
the
you know
spice
they
rub-
do that to chicken, right? When they're gonna strip
Oh,
it down, they'll boil the chicken.
yeah, you can boil chicken, but I mean, chicken doesn't have much flavor unless you add something to it anyway.
Well, yeah, you're
but
going
but
to.
the pork on its own, just cooking it, it has its own flavor.
Yeah.
It's not like flavorless. So
All right. Cool.
yeah, boiling ribs I would not do. I would-
Boiling chicken is great though. You get that chicken broth.
yeah,
That's got all that goodness in it.
True this.
And we got William up in here saying, my daughter requested some freshly baked chocolate chip cookies.
Mm. All right. Nothing like a good chocolate chip.
those look good.
I'm a chocolate chip fan, man.
Yeah, same
I'm
here.
a
I got,
cookie-
if I
cookie
see
fan.
one, I gotta touch it, man. I gotta see what.
Even those whack ass chips Ahoy's are good to me.
We all know I like cookies too.
I'm a sucker for those.
man. Me too, man.
When the
I love
munchies
me
hit,
some Chips
Yeah,
Ahoy.
for sure.
just make sure not medicated.
Oreos and chocolate chip cookies, man.
Both of them, all the kinds.
Yeah.
They don't
there's-
have just one kind, like
No,
all
I know.
the kinds.
I know. They got so many out there now.
And we got William back up in here saying, my lady made some chicken pasta casserole.
Ooh.
All right.
That looks saucy.
Bring it. Looks like mac and cheese on the right.
Yeah,
I think it's mac and cheese in the casserole, yeah. Looks pretty good.
Or is it separate?
I think it's separate.
Is it separate?
Is that pasta on pasta?
More pasta.
Pasta with cheese, pasta with sausage.
You're gonna take a nap after that.
Okay.
You're gonna take but no, you shouldn't though. You should go for like a 20-minute walk out.
You're going to. You're gonna.
I do. Like after a meal now, I'll walk it off for like 20 minutes at the crib. I'll get on the treadmill and just
Take a crap nap.
so the digest goes down properly. You know what I'm saying?
Excellent.
And we got McLovin up in here saying a dope painting at East Los Tacos in East LA.
Oh, that's hard.
Yep, that's El Gallo Negro, along with Miklo and Cruz. Cruz was the artist, played by Jesse Borriega. You know what I'm saying? From Fame.
That movie was great, man. Yeah, that guy's a great actor, man.
He's a good actor, man.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a lot of good
Siri,
actors. There was a lot of good actors at that time. They just didn't, you know what I mean? It should have been there for them, man. But they just like, that guy should have got a lot more roles. to
yeah,
me.
he should have.
Very talented guy right there.
I got to tell you, Siri has been impeding on our conversations all day today. Listen, bitch, shut up.
God damn it!
All right, continue.
And we got Jose up in here saying another 1 gram Banagar gone burned for 30
A
minutes.
Banagar. A Canagar. Bolton.
That's actually what he wrote.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Copy and pasted it.
I know you did it last time because he copied and pasted it.
Smoke.
Shout out to Jose.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
What's up with that
He's got it.
stick? Was
He's
that
got it.
thing going all the way down the heart of it?
He's got yeah.
What's the stick for?
That's so that you got a breathing hole, so it'll take
Oh.
the suction.
Oh, so that stick is coming out.
It's coming out. Yeah, no,
I
you
got
don't
it.
smoke
That's all.
it.
I was
Oh, I
like,
got
oh, who's
No, that's just to keep it there steady, and then once he wraps it, he pulls the plug,
Gotcha.
and then
That's interesting. I never seen that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I might have to try that.
People got techniques, boy.
Yeah, bro.
Excellent.
I love coming here. I learn something new every time I go home. I learn something new.
Yeah,
That's right.
But that joint sadly looks like it's not going to have a glass tip, and
that's points off. You next time you compensate that one little piece. You know what I'm saying? Like where your purple is at, put that at the tip. And leave this section without, so that you could insert a tip right there when you're completing your roll.
And so what does he have on there, B-Roll? He just got wax on there?
Well, he's got like a few different kinds of weed in there, and then he's, on the paper, he's got the waxation
Okay.
for the taxation of, the elevation.
Oh, you're going to take it to the next level. Yeah.
Taking it to the next level at all costs.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Even without the tip, it'll be good.
Yeah, it will be,
Smoke.
but it would be better with.
Yeah,
it'll be a gooey mess.
it will be.
It will be.
And we got Twackalack here with a little bit of art.
What's up, Twackalack? I like that.
That looks pretty cool. It's like
I like abstract shit.
Yeah, I like that too.
The colors is popping, B. I like what you did, man. That's Portal type of art there. I'm sure Bobo has seen this in the Portal. It's like, this is so familiar to me.
that looks nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's dope.
And we got Jason up in here, and he's saying had some RSO last night, and it was lights out.
Oh,
Nice. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Lights out.
Like the photo.
Oh my God, I can't tell you.
Had a great sleep, man. It wasn't even just.
Oh man,
So
the
chill.
Julio, it is the best sleep. Like over here, a few of us have been racing the RSO 500 and 400, as of late. And let me tell you, yeah, it'll put you in that state right there, bro. In a matter of hours. It doesn't happen fast.
No, but it's.
Yeah, but when it happens, you are most definitely going to be affected in a good way, though.
Oh,
like
yeah,
if
no,
you
for
embrace it and you do all the right things, it's going to be a great ride.
Yeah, you're going to sleep very well. You're going to have a deep sleep.
That's
man.
right. If
Yeah.
you fight against it and try to stay awake,
Nah,
you're
it
going to
ain't
be
gonna-
on
it
the
ain't gonna
floor,
happen, bro.
hugging the ground like
Yeah.
I was 2 weeks ago, trying to be the Titan. Yeah, no, we don't want none of that. I'll go to sleep, and I'll have a good sleep. Like the other night I did, I had a great sleep, and I felt when it came on. You can feel it. There is no doubt about it. It wasn't in my head. You could totally feel it. Each time you do it is if you do it too late, right? If it's not making you sleepy, if you take it at the early time, like let's just say 6, 7 o'clock, by 9, 10 o'clock, it's really hitting you heavy. By 11, it's sleep time. And if you're trying to fight against it, yeah, it's not a good thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But you'll have a great sleep. If you don't fight it, you just go with it, right? If you take it late, like at 9, 10 o'clock, you are not going to feel it. You're going to go to sleep not feeling it. But when you're asleep, 3, 4 in the morning hits, boom, you are going to feel it take. It's going to wake you up out of your sleep every time. Yes. And then, when you go back to sleep, you're going to have a hard sleep. But when you wake up, depending on when you wake up, you are going to feel like you smoked 1,000 joints.
So these you should only take these at home. You don't want
No, you could take them anywhere. It's just you got to sort of
because I don't want to be at the
you got to
party.
strategize. No, you
you
got
don't want to be at a party.
You got to strategize your take. You don't want to take that at a party.
Getting sleepy at the party is not cool.
No, you
wanna
want
wake
to
up
take that when you're just chilling, or here at the table. You could take it like you would have to. If you wanted to feel it at the table, you got to take it early, right? What time would you say, Pedro? Because everybody jumped on me when I told him the time, but you and I and Bobo know the timing of the 500 and the 400 because this is something we've been doing a lot of. How long would you say? 8 or 9 o'clock, 10 at the latest. Because it takes a few hours to take hold.
Hook me up.
It really does. It takes a few hours.
I mean, it feels like a really strong edible. Is that what it feels like? Or
No.
is it,
No, it's different than an edible. Like an edible will affect you faster than the RSO will. RSO takes a minute to get into your system.
Bring it.
I used to have people come into the store that they specifically looked for that because they had a cancer situation.
It's the best for them.
Yeah, I forgot why it was specific to certain types of cancer that they needed the RSO specifically.
Well,
and I remember that. I was like, it was. I
It's
remember
the
exactly what it
rest.
was.
It's the appetite.
Yeah.
And it had a component like the RSO, the full spectrum oil.
Yeah.
Right? Not just RSO, because RSO is full spectrum oil. But again, and we've explained this, but to whoever wasn't in at the time, RSO is the Rick Simpson oil version where it's it's processed through alcohol, right? And they use the whole of the plant. That's why it's dark. The full spectrum oil that's not called RSO, but it's full spectrum oil the same way. It's just that it's pressed as opposed to processed with alcohol. So there's no alcohol in it. It looks amber, but it's pretty much the same thing. And that's pretty much what a lot of people are using for cancer treatments in different things too.
Yeah.
But see, and the way they got to do it is that they're trying to catch up to being able to do the whole damn syringe, which is I don't know how many milligrams is it?
I mean, it's
a full gram, which is what 1,000 milligrams or something like that. Yeah, to do a whole gram of that, stay home. Next.
For sure.
And next up in here, we got Jennifer saying, if any of y'all are ever in Tennessee, you got to try out these seasonings from the Butcher's Block.
Oh, hell yeah.
They are the shit.
I believe it. They got some good food out there.
Got some seasoning here. Good shit, aw shit, special shit,
cool.
chicken shit.
All right.
Chicken shit.
I ain't
Bullshit.
using bullshit.
I love that.
Hey, but they need another spice. That's that shit.
This shit right here?
That real shit.
That's tight, man.
And we got Smokestack Max saying, check out this awesome autographed Godfather shirt. I picked
nice.
up.
Ooh,
That's dope.
Looks cool.
Man, props to him to be able to write like that on a shirt. That's impressive.
Somebody must have been stretching it out for him. Because, to get your
that is
signature
nice.
that nice on a shirt.
And all that writing.
Mm-mm.
Well done.
That's good.
Well done, yep.
And we got Smokestack back up in here saying he's rocking the all black vibes.
Well, all right. All black. He's back in black.
I like black flies.
Yeah, black fly's cool.
Yeah.
And he's saying that he had to bust out his Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon hoodie in honor of their 50th anniversary.
Nice.
50 G's, bro.
Damn.
That's crazy. Dark Side of the Moon is 50 years, and Black Sunday is 30 years.
Damn, bro.
That's a dope shirt hoodie right there.
That is very dope.
And we got some main girl up in here saying had to slap up the funky sticker at the donut shop right down the street.
There you go.
Donut shop, shout out, I got props.
Well done.
Done well.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
And we got Ghost up in here saying went to Universal Studios the other day and got to check out Super Mario World.
Oh, man, you could be on mushrooms there.
Yeah, that looks like fun.
That's almost like when you go to Magic Mountain and the place where they got like the Dr. Seuss area. It's real psychedelic style
Man, that
right
looks
there.
dope,
You
man.
are a shrooming, you will love that section because it's
Bring
just
it.
so colorful and brilliant, and the shit is so exaggerated. The way it's very much like this, but
Yeah.
like
Mm.
Dr. Seuss art
What'd you say, Magic Mountain?
at Magic Mountain. Yeah,
I haven't been there in a long time.
I don't know.
man.
Yeah, I don't know how old the commercial is, but there's a Audi commercial where it's driving. It's got Jimi Hendrix playing, and it's
yeah.
it's all colors and driving right under the giant mushrooms. All like they're not giving off any kind of message.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, aren't they though? Do mushrooms, a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean that commercial. That was what I walked away. I did not even think I gotta get me an Audi. I was like, damn, man, we're good.
It was an Audi.
extreme dose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it.
And they got kids in there in the thing, like tripping out on the. It was awesome.
I just saw Total Portal.
Yeah, that's what I saw. The same thing. I know the commercial you're talking about. They were doing it with St. Jude's, and they were putting kids in the cars and taking them through a Christmas experience. But it was like immersive, like art happening while they were sitting in the car. You know what I mean? They weren't actually driving. They had the kid in the car, and what he's talking about is happening, and it does look like a mushroom trip.
Really? Wow. That's subliminal in there, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
And kids tripping out in the seat, like, wow.
That's crazy.
All right, next.
And let's see, next up in here we got Mr. Miller up in here saying he met Esteban the other night.
Esteban.
Triple OJ.
Saying he was at the Frankie Quinones show in Riverside.
Quinones.
Quinones.
Quinones. Quinones.
I love this dude right here, man.
Quinones.
Guy right
That's
here.
hard to say.
Holy shit.
Quinones.
Quinones.
There we go. But it's not like nays. They're like it's a nasal spray. It's Quinones.
Quinones.
There we go.
I like this dude right here, man.
Quinones.
There he's going.
It's like it's a new allergy medicine. Quinones. You fucker. Next.
The new sandwich spread.
He's hilarious.
Oh, he's really funny, man. I like him a lot, man.
Have you seen his show on Hulu with?
I haven't seen it. I see bits and pieces at times, and anything I've seen of it has been hella funny,
It's
man.
pretty funny.
I like his stuff for real.
I think it's
man.
called This.
Cholo Fit is the business, bro.
I think it's called This Fool.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, he's doing it. Good for him, man.
You want Q&As and mustard on that?
Ouch.
Craft Q&As.
Craft Q&As.
And we got Ghost up in here saying picked up some tips and it's my first time rolling with a glass tip.
All right.
Okay.
We won't rate these just to spare you, but that's a good first effort.
They look better than mine.
They do. They look better than a lot of folks up in here.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bart's.
I never said that. Never said I was professional at that.
My first.
And Bobo.
Virgin joints.
Bobo doesn't roll very good joints.
When have you ever seen Bobo?
I never
roll?
seen him roll one,
Exactly.
but I didn't know that he doesn't roll them. I just figured.
Oh, he doesn't roll them because he thinks he's too good to roll them. He doesn't roll them because he don't want nobody to see the grotesque nature of his rolls.
Well, I don't feel so bad then.
I can definitely say my earliest joints back in the day looked like that one we thought was a joke. Like they just toying with us. Nobody would roll them like that.
We all did that.
You know, straight up little.
You have to roll those
Cartoon
before
joints.
you become a master. You ain't gonna roll those off the top. Nobody does.
Yeah.
Whoever says they
Our
do.
joints were still like physically twisted. Like we were twisting them.
That's great.
You had to. You had to.
had to be twisted.
You had to learn from somewhere, and
sure.
then you had to like had enough weed to roll to become good. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get good. Just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? For your first time, that was good because a lot of people's first time wasn't even close to that.
I gotta give it up to my.
Wasn't even close.
I gotta give it up to my man Cigar Lee from Compton. I used to get weed from him back in the days, and he's the first one that he used to roll these like perfect, look like a cigarette, dog, like a perfect box joint before tips and all that. You know what I mean? Perfect. And then one day I was like, damn, man, those are nice, man. You roll like I never really thought of it like that, like to roll them all nice. You know what I mean? That's where I first started learning how to make them nicer. But with the tips, it's been took me to another level.
A whole other deal.
Yeah, it's a whole other level.
Hell yeah. Salute to the people who taught us how to roll weed, right?
Sure. Cause I'd roll however. I didn't give a fuck as long as it hit.
Yeah, mine were very ugly. I mean,
to make mine nice.
Sendog would clown mine every time. What's this? Like, it's a fucking joint. You told me to roll it. You roll it. Yeah.
We got Ant up in here with a little AI mushroom art.
Ooh.
That looks nice.
That's pretty cool.
E-Zone wants to live there. I'm going to just put an apartment back here, fool.
That's nice.
Even AI knows to make it psychedelic because that's what people are interested. They didn't show you no fresh cut white mushrooms ready for you to stir fry.
Yeah.
Show you none of that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's nice.
Come on, do some.
Eat me. Eat me. All right.
And I think we actually got some real art here by Jux. No AI art.
Jux, look at that.
That looks really cool.
That looks like it could be a poster, blacklight.
T-shirt or something.
That's what
T-shirt,
happened
poster.
after the AI art.
Yeah. The real human art.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Awesome.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
That's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Enter the portal.
that's what the ancient trees were, I guess. Just big, giant mushrooms.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well done.
Imagine you did run into that into the forest. Like, oh shit,
Oh,
I'm
man.
going in.
Just gnawing on the bark.
Oh man. All right.
And we got the real Cubano up in here saying, here's a submission to make everyone laugh. Have you guys heard of Chuck Norris action pants?
Oh man. Oh.
Look at him wearing them Daisy Dukes, boy.
That was a real thing.
Chuck Norris with the Daisy Dukes on. Look at that Chuck with the Daisy Dukes on.
It's not a,
Oh my god.
Remix it. You know what I'm saying?
1995.
man.
Adult
Hey,
size.
hey, those are the new Chucks.
Oh my god.
Hey, let me go get some Chucks.
Is that a genuine photo?
Yeah, that's what it says. Is that a real thing?
Who cares?
I don't know. I just wanted to know.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
The Chucks.
Holy
Yeah, he got
shit,
cowboy
dude.
boots on with them
I know.
shits.
Chuck's off the hook.
Oh man, that's great work. Whoever did that.
Mhm.
That's funny, dog.
Oh man. All right.
And we got a Seth up in here saying, when you sneeze so hard, your mustache changes lips.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's ice cold right there.
Bottomosha.
That's ice cold.
Oh,
That's some
crazy.
different shit.
I've
right
never
there.
seen that,
I've
bro.
never seen nothing like that.
What do you call that?
I don't
I
know.
don't even
The
know.
low
Like a mochi, like a mustache. goatee.
a ghost stash?
Ghost stash.
That's a soul stash.
A
Like
soul
a soul patch, but that's a soul
I
stash.
don't know what the fuck that is, man. That's embarrassing.
Holy shit, dude.
It's kind of like he's like a goat.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
He's like a little Billy goat.
He says, but it don't grow on top. It grows down here. That's crazy, bro. I've never seen that.
His mustache, his goat stash is like, hey, shave me, motherfucker. This shit is ridiculous. Oh, all right.
And we got MC Ace
man.
Ape up in here saying the new grow out here in New Zealand.
Uh-oh.
All right.
New Zealand.
Feeling,
He's got his little stuff going on.
Awesome.
That's right.
I like New Zealand. man.
Yeah, New Zealand's cool. I heard it's fucking flooded out right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or it was.
that looks nice,
Yeah.
man. You got this thing going.
Yeah. As in, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Flooded.
Yep.
Damn.
The whole
There was
country?
a flight from Dubai that took off that they flew for 13 hours. They couldn't land. They were trying to go to New Zealand, and they just came back.
Wow.
They went back all the way back to Dubai.
They flew like 7 hours there, and then figured they couldn't land, so they had to fly 7 hours back.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I would have been pissed off on that flight.
Yeah.
What?
Hot.
Hot.
Good thing and then the fuel.
But yeah, they definitely had enough
think-
fuel. They would have landed somewhere else,
Yeah.
like in Australia if they could. You know what I mean? But like,
Wow, that's crazy.
it was flooded. They couldn't land. That's crazy. All right, next.
And we got a Kate up in here saying we would like a joint rating, please.
To the neck we go. All right. Looks like a solid neck all the way up here. Let's go. Let's go up the elevator. Check the building. There's a slight squeeze point there, right there. And then a flare on the other side. But I don't know. Okay, hold on. I see another squeeze, right? Okay, so your hand is on the other side of it. There you go. Right there.
That one is a real faint one, though.
It's very faint, but we're here, and you asked for it, so I'm giving it to you. There's a flare right there. All right, zoom out. Let's look at the whole building structure. I'm gonna have to give that 7.5.
I'll give that one a solid 8.
I'm gonna say 8, man.
I can't do it.
Looks good.
I can't do it.
I mean, if I'm
That's
gonna
nice,
if I'm
though.
gonna strike the 8 back to a 7, it will only be because I know he still had a little bit more weed. He could have filled that end up,
Which is why it's a 7.5. I mean, I could overlook the slight squeezes because those ain't like big squeezes. That's a nice joint, but the top over there looks like a Bob Johnson cut. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
It's missing the wig.
it's not full and it's got a little squish on it.
And
Like
the
you can see it
paper's
right there.
and the paper's slightly crooked at the top. See, it's not flush right there. You see how like the whole rim of the top. Look at that. See how it cuts off right there? That's a 7.5 right now in my book,
Yeah,
son.
I'll give that one.
And it's a lot of paper.
No, it's not so much paper, but it's enough to be
I'm gonna still rock it.
It's
all right. That's cool for
I'm a rock
to,
an
to
8.
each his or hers. You know what I'm saying? But
rock
on
that
mine, that's
8.
a 7.5. Strong 7.5.
I'll even pump it back to 8 just for it being a nice
Oh
clean.
my God!
Like you took a
Y'all are
nice
John Kerry today.
Yep.
All right, next.
Flip flopping all over.
Flip flopping. I got my sandals on.
And this next one, I think B Real sent this one in. Let's check this
Oh, did I? Must be good.
Some kid riding a bicycle and they're trying to throw water at him.
Oh man, this is ice cold. Don't roll down the wrong block.
Oh man.
Don't roll down the wrong block. Look at this. Mom gets him first.
Oh, she took him out. She threw the whole box at him.
Yeah. She said, "Fuck dumping the water. I'm
whole
throwing the
crate.
box."
Yeah.
Dang.
Changed his whole steering.
Why did they do that for though? Because they didn't want him riding on.
They don't want him riding down the block. Apparently,
Kidding me?
at least he didn't hit his head, man. Fuck.
I think he did.
Yeah, he got messed
I
up.
think he hit his shoulder. See?
Boom.
He won't. Be
Yeah, he
doing
went
that
all
again.
shoulder. He was lucky he didn't crack that nugget.
He hit the nugget, but the helmet spared him.
Is that a helmet?
Yeah, man, that's cold, man.
Yeah. Respect the crib.
Man, you could have really hurt that person, man, doing that.
Man,
Imagine that. Oh
that's cool.
man,
I'd be pissed. We'd be having a fight.
We'd be having a problem.
Homie must have been violating in some way. Like every day they've been telling him, "Hey, don't come over here," because who knows what led to that? That cannot be a prank, because like they were blatantly waiting for him. You know what I'm saying? Two.
Or a prank that went wrong.
There was the bucket that was on top that hit him
I know.
first, and then the guy that was standing on the
Yeah.
bottom waiting for him in case that one didn't get him.
Damn.
But I think homie was so surprised.
Oh,
hey, look at
man.
homie crouches because he's about to hit him, and then he gets surprised even. See that? He didn't know that shot was gonna be so clean.
He was looking at this one and he wasn't paying attention to that one up there.
Yeah.
So it caught him way off.
Yeah.
He's looking at this one. Boom. Didn't see. Oh man. They
Set
did
him up
bad.
lovely.
Oh man, that was a
They did him
set
bad.
up.
They did him bad.
Like, hi. Boom.
What did he do to deserve that? Like that's ice cold right there.
I mean, because riding a bike on a sidewalk, that ain't even a sidewalk. That's
it's
like
not even.
actual
It
street,
looks
right?
like on the street. Yeah.
That bike.
No, that's just a bull busted up
Yeah.
sidewalk.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
He crashed right on the most busted up part.
Yeah. he did.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man, that's cold. Wow.
Yeah, he ended up on that wrong side of the street.
And I think you sent this one in as well.
Oh yeah.
All right,
This cat was giving him the business.
Man. Man, boxing.
Oh man.
Oh, another cat. Just waiting his turn.
That's crazy.
Chilling right here.
I that cat's awesome.
Hey, it's crazy because cats be slapping the shit out of.
Yeah. Boom. I just think it's funny how he never moves the whole time. He just sits there. And
Hey,
sees them.
on IG the other day there was someone posted this video of a snake coming up to a cat. He was coming up to him and the cat was just sort of looking at him and then bah, 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 and then the snake slivers off or slithers off. Right? It's slither.
Slithered.
Yeah, slithered
Give him
off.
a left right hook.
Yeah, you gave him a couple of left rights, and the snake slithered off, son, into the sunset. Like, fuck this.
Hey, when that cat flipped.
Here it goes, right here. Like,
Back
he's like,
up,
get off
fool.
me. He's like, get off me, fool.
Try to
You
raise
ain't
up on me.
You ain't slick enough for me, mine.
Wow.
Dang.
Cats are quick, man.
Oh yeah, they are.
He saw that mouth.
He said
up
that,
there.
yeah.
He's like, That's where you made a mistake, fool. You think you're gonna bite me?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, the cat's timing is
And his
good.
buddies are there ready to pounce on him if he
They're
can
gonna
handle
eat that thing, even though they don't eat
Oh,
snake. Damn, that's
man,
crazy.
That's crazy.
What's crazy is the snake bite is actually really fast. They had to slow it down.
Yeah.
But the cat is faster. That's why I said I love the cat flipping the Frenchie because the cat's already walking away.
The
before
cat flipping the Frenchie, yes,
Before
everything.
Frenchie's even buckled his neck.
Cat judo.
Look at that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's on
That's a trip.
Back
bro.
up,
That is
fool.
a trip.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing, man. All right.
And that seems to be it.
Thank you for your submissions. Keep them coming to BeRealTVContests@gmail.com, and we will get them on. Now it is time for us to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. But before we do that, salute to everybody in the Discord, everybody in the Twitch ward. We're going to be popping off the mix right after this on Twitch. B_RealTV is the place. Psycho Les and myself on the ones and twos. Come join us. If you got an Amazon Prime account, you can create your Twitch account on the monthly for free and enjoy Be Real TV. See what I did there? Bars. All right. And salute to all y'all that are watching us for the first time. If you are not subscribing, subscribe. Like this shit. Comment. Get involved with our community in the Insane Asylum. Or if you're on Twitch, rocking the Psycho Ward, you know what I'm saying? And, everybody on our Twitch, I want y'all to hit Dane Cook with a salute because he rated us in a positive way the other day, man, and we just want to send our thanks to him. So salute to Dane Cook. And with that, let's open up the doors to the Insane Asylum.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, let's do this. First one of the day. We got the Godfather up in here saying, "Smoke train rolling through tomorrow."
All right.
And he's saying, "Cali Blaze better be there."
He says he's going to be.
Blaze.
And we got Cody up in here asking, "What state has the best weed? I have tried Hawaiian and Colorado weed, but I haven't tried California weed. Is it really the best?"
Yes.
Is this a trick question?
Yeah, seriously.
It is really
Yeah.
the best. And that's
One of the
not
best.
because I lived here. If I didn't live here and I was coming from another place, I would totally be 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And say California is the place. Because, look, it used to be somewhere else. It used to be Amsterdam. But, cultivators north and south and in the middle took hold in their respective fields and started putting in the work to become master cultivators and create some of the best flavors in the fucking world. And I tell you, California is hard to beat. And people are going to say other places, but I've been all them other places.
Right. I was going to say, you've been around the world. You've seen it all at this point, and you've smoked pretty much everybody's. Right. You know what it is, man. You know what it is.
There's a lot of places that have comparable cannabis, but as a whole, the amount of flavors and the diverse flavors that we have here.
Come on, man.
Yeah, nobody got it like we do.
It's
and that
not
is
like
just
that,
true.
bro. Come on, man.
And that's just the truth.
Can you imagine if there was somewhere else you can go that was like California? Imagine
you can't, because that's where all our California weed is going.
Yeah,
80% of what you're gonna find somewhere else came from here.
Yeah, some of the cannabis you're getting in your prospective states and cities within that has legal cannabis is from California, frankly. With the exception of Canada, because we can't ship it out there. You know what I'm saying? And Canada's got good weed too, but as a whole, it's right here in California.
Yeah, there's an 80% chance that bomb-ass weed you got that you thought was from there came from here.
But I'll say this, Michigan got some very talented cultivators down there, and there's a lot of bomb cannabis there too. It's spreading. It's
that's good.
It's
not
spreading
knocking
across the United States. The talent in cultivation and the right genetics, right? But as a whole, California's still the place.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry to anybody who disagrees, but it's a fact.
California.
Now, the industry here and the market and operation and taxation, we're fucked in that part. Don't get it wrong. In that part, every other state is probably better.
It's a disaster,
than us.
be real.
It's a disaster.
It's a disaster.
But in terms of our cannabis menu and what is available to be consumed,
right,
it's the best here.
For sure.
But the way that the industry operates, it sucks. Hands down.
Horrible,
right?
Disaster.
Are they just willingly?
Yes. You don't even got to finish that. I already know what you're going to say. Yes, they are just willingly, because they don't know. They don't have anyone.
It's all greed.
They don't have anyone on the particular department that the city has placed this responsibility onto. They don't have enough people. One, they don't have anybody that came from the industry to educate them on what the industry is, how it actually operates, and any of that. So, like all the crazy shit that happens with the taxation, the rules, and the regulations, and the fees, and the fines, and all that stuff. They don't realize how hard they make it on the independent business person coming in that doesn't have like the crazy finances or the financial backing of hedge funds and corporate funding. They don't realize how hard they make it on them. And that's because they're not educated. Now, if they do in fact know, and they're acting like they don't, well, then it's to flush mom and pop out and make room for the corporate.
I'm on that side.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like.
I'm on that side. I'm on the side of that.
That's what I've been saying for a long time, man.
At the end of the day, this has been a failure. This concept that they try to run it in California just fell apart.
Well,
like everything that runs in California.
I'll say this. It's not a complete failure.
Not yet.
It's a failure, but it's not a complete failure. It's a failure in the sense that they don't know how this shit works, so they got to dial it in. It's not something that they can't fix. You just have to get the right people to push it along. It's just that greed is
crazy.
Is everything.
It's
so
crazy.
like greed in terms of these politicians who run the little shit to allow us to have legal cannabis here. They're pulling all the strings and making it hard. But as soon as and that's because a lot of them don't know, and some of them do know, and they're taking advantage of a lot of us. But once that gets flushed out, there could be a time where it's fixed and made right. Because right now you're at a good time. No one's going to jail for cannabis unless you're absolutely fucking up. And you could get safe and clean cannabis. It's just that we're getting cannabis that's way expensive because of the taxes. And once the taxes come down, it'll be a easier thing to operate and easier thing to buy and consume. Because the taxes are fucked up.
But I think in California, it's just difficult to have any type of business because this is what they do to businesses. It's just they tax
overtaxation.
They tax you out.
Well,
it's like
Well, that's why a lot of jobs have left California.
Right, that's why,
it's
and
too
businesses
expensive.
have left, and they don't want to do business
It's
here.
too expensive to operate.
sure,
but,
man.
but cannabis saved California.
For sure.
Because in spite of those businesses leaving, the money, the capital that's come from the cannabis industry has given California a surplus, money to spend on shit we don't need, that they freely spend it on, like this fucking 6th Street bridge over here. You know what I mean? Like it's where they're making their money, and most especially because they tax us so fucking high. But taxes need to come down. It's a flawed thing, we know, but
terrible.
at least no one's going to jail like they used to, and you can, try and start a business and be legitimate and stuff like that. So there's that. But we've dwelled on too long. Next.
And we got Von Dubious up in here saying, yo, Steph Tone and Be Real. I work at my local junior high school in Shafter, California. I got 2 students who are big, diehard Deftones and Cypress Hill fans. Can you shout out Ozzy and Hyro?
Salute Ozzy and Hyro. Much love to y'all.
What up, Ozzy and Hyro? Y'all have a good one.
That's right. Positive vibes to you.
And we got Hair 900 up in here saying, what's up, guys? My name is Jacob, and I turned 24 today. Can I get a quick happy birthday shout-out from the crew?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
That's right,
Turn
man.
it up.
That's right. Smoke some good weed
Get litty.
today. Don't be around no booth or booth people, and enjoy.
Feliz cumpleaños.
And we got Make a Duty up in here asking, can we get a moment of chaos with you guys rolling your R's?
Oh, my God.
Ah.
All right.
Join in, Colton.
Come on. You can do it. All right. 3, 2, 1. This is just ridiculous. Really?
Roberto.
I can't believe it. It's so great. All of this happening right now.
Ruco.
Ruco.
Ruka.
Oh, that's good. You're getting closer there. Ruka. You just, got to get rid of that in there. That ruka.
Get rid of that static.
Yeah, you don't got to. He said he's going to try to get the R's down by 20 Mamba, Julio.
You gonna get it down?
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta use your tongue, not your throat.
Yeah.
You get it, dog.
Oh, boy.
And we got Maddie Addy up in here saying, yo, B, what's your meditation regimen consist of?
My regiment, my meditation regimen. Man, I try to meditate a couple of times a week for at least 10 to 15 minutes, 20 if I'm patient enough. Yeah. I mean, if that's what you're talking about.
And we got Megan up in here saying, maybe it's a New York thing, but I'd have no problem smoking psycho-less pocket joints.
When there's nothing else to smoke and you pull that baby out.
Yeah.
Looks like a little candy cane.
Yeah.
It's all curved.
The sun comes out.
That's old school cheat style when they're rolling in the car. Oh, yeah, man, I got a joint that he pulled up.
Oh man, that's so funny. That movie's so good, man.
I just roll them and throw them in my hoodie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We got to get you a tube, pop out that way. Just pop it in the tube.
Yeah, nah, I got the tubes.
There you go. Use them.
And we got Underground One up in here saying, Be Real TV, thank you guys for bringing DJ Eddie Swift to your Twitch channel. He's been absolutely killing it.
Let me tell you something about my man Eddie B. Swift. He is one badass DJ, boy.
Yeah, he gets busy, bro.
He gets busy, Bronx style busy.
Yeah.
Like his mixes are
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's his music collection that he has.
Yeah.
He's deep.
He got the records.
He just has the records. He has the songs, and he's really
OG.
worked on what he had. You know what I mean? He has a lot of stuff that's just very, just unique. Not very easy to find. So he digs.
Yeah.
So that's why his DJing is great, but I just like what he has.
Yeah.
It's like he'll pop stuff out, be like,
Yeah.
just mix it together. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Dude, had an acapella of that.
I fucks with Eddie B.
Right.
Swift.
Yeah, for sure.
Salute to Eddie B. from the
He kills
Bronx.
it.
Eddie B.
You know what I'm saying? Catch him in the mix right here on our Twitch channel in the mornings. Eddie B. Swift.
And we got Crazy Maine up in here asking the table, would you guys rather be in a huge earthquake or a huge hurricane?
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
I'm gonna go earthquake.
Definitely earthquake.
Fuck that hurricane, boy.
I didn't even feel that one the other day at 2 a.m.
Yeah, it was like a little.
Oh, it wasn't no big deal. Okay, I was so dead asleep. I was so high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we the one that
in Northridge. In Northridge, it was just a slight shake. It wasn't like it wasn't like.
It wasn't that one that wakes you out of bed.
No.
Okay, I've had.
Well,
that
no,
one.
it woke us up, but it wasn't like it. It was just a real quick jolt. It wasn't like we got ready for it to toss, but it never did.
It's a category versus magnitude, you know.
Yeah.
It depends on what category that hurricane is and what magnitude that quake is, because you
Either
get a
are devastating.
9.0, 9 plus, like they had Chile. You're gonna never forget that.
Yeah, no, and it's gonna take a long time before things get back to normal in the place that was the epicenter of.
Yeah, because a 9.0 is gonna do all the 8 points all the way down through the 7 points, through the 6 points before it gets into the 5s, which normally make everybody go, "Damn, did you feel that?"
Yeah, no, that's real.
True that.
Yeah, but an earthquake a lot of times only affects a smaller portion of an area where it's really bad. Where the hurricane is like it can just be massively big and just do destruction
and wreck your house down
to a huge area at one time. Versus the earthquake, it's like if you're not right by it, you'll probably be all right.
I mean, an earthquake could take your house down too.
Yeah,
your house, but I mean,
don't sleep.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, like if it's an old structure, hell yeah, that shit is coming down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it tore Northridge the fuck.
Oh yeah, I
up
remember
back
that.
then.
Yeah.
Craziest earthquake experience I've ever had was watching the wave go through the building. Like it was a wave. Like the building warped itself to somehow make a wave go through it.
When the earthquake happened in the bay and you see that shit happen to the bridge where it's buckling like that shit was crazy.
Electric boogie.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, look, it just depends. We grew up with earthquakes, so we feel like we know how to deal with them. A hurricane ain't something we ever dealt with.
Nah, for sure.
I mean, so we'll always say earthquake over hurricane, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? They're both devastating.
The actual shaking, that's a crazy feeling when it's actually shaking you.
Like hard.
Yeah. But when it's like I said, watching a wave go through the land,
yeah.
You can't
I'll tell you what.
Understand
that's
that.
what was that's what happened with that Northridge quake. You know what I mean? Because it hit in Northridge, and I was living in Venice at the time, and that shit shook the fuck out of us down there. That tossed my house up, like for real. Like, you know, you felt like the epicenter was where you were at the way it rolled out.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
It was like an echo. It was like a fresh echo. Like, you know how when you hear an echo, the first three are like really loud, and then it starts fading off. It felt like we were the first echo, like of that. And we probably weren't. It was whatever neighboring city as it rolls out, you're catching that same jolt, that same shake.
I remember that was
it was strong, man, because it came all the way out to us. That's for sure. And it tossed our house up. We didn't get no damage, but it tossed us up heavy. All right, next.
And next up in here, we got Rusty Shackelford up in here giving us the smoke train.
All right. Salute.
And we got DJ on cue up in here saying, shout out to Cool Herc, 50 years of hip hop.
Hey, why don't you do this?
Hell yeah.
Why don't you put up our chat room right on the screen, and while you're reading those, we'll see what else is popping up.
Word up, salute.
You feel me,
Herc.
son?
Yeah, salute Cool Herc for
Herc,
sure, man.
for real.
Yeah, Cool Herc, man, pioneer.
You know,
Straight up.
I was checking out this doc, and it was like he's one of the first DJs to like play Apache. And made that song super famous. That became the super anthem for breakdancing, like we was talking about earlier. But crazy. Word up, salute. BX.
And just so you know, B, the chat isn't seeing what you're seeing on the screen.
Yeah, I
Just so
know
you
that. I know exactly what.
Those guys need to get more props, man. I just don't, they just need to get more props. Because those guys are the beginning of the whole birth of hip hop.
Props, yeah, you know.
Yeah, that me too. That's why I salute Cool Herc and people like that from that time, man. I always try to remind people of that.
Kaz.
For sure.
We got to get them up here.
Split screen it, son.
Bring it.
All right, next.
And next up in here, let's see, we got GDP Smoke saying, salute to the Buddha Master and the highest podcast crew. Still tending the buds right now, but we'll be twisting the white truffle afterwards. What place does LeBron sit at after breaking Kareem's scoring record?
What place does he sit on? He sits at the top. I mean, if you break Kareem's record, you're now the all-time scoring champ in the NBA.
Oh, so that I read something about, I don't be heavy on sports, but I read something about that. So he's about to break.
He's about he's
And what was
maybe
Kareem's record?
he's maybe a game and a half away.
And what's Kareem's record of what? Of most points?
Most points scored in the NBA period. Wow. And he was
Bron's
he was
gonna
quite
get
he
that,
was
huh?
he was quite far up above everyone. I mean, Kobe wasn't even Kobe was third. He had to pass Karl Malone, and he never got past Karl Malone. Rest in peace to the Mamba. But LeBron caught Kobe, and when he caught Kobe, everybody knew he was going to catch Karl Malone because he still in shape, still fresh, still playing at a high level. And when he caught Karl Malone, the way he's playing now, even at 37, you said this dude's gonna catch Kareem. And guess what? He's wearing a Lakers uniform doing it. Wow. Crazy.
Heavy.
And
Heavy
he got us
duty.
and he got us one chip.
Heavy
you know what I mean?
duty.
He got us one chip. So
Heavy duty.
All right, next.
Let's see here. Next on here we got As You Should saying the motherfucking king, be real. Going out to the hardcore hip hop. He's saying great song, rest in peace to Eazy-E, and salute to the whole table.
Well, thank you, sir.
Salute.
And salute to you, bro.
And we got Soul King up in here. You guys were talking about Vince McMahon and beefs. He's saying Stone Cold versus The Rock was legendary.
That was legendary.
Definitely was.
Very legendary.
And we got Matt up in here asking, why are people so addicted to drama?
I think psychologically, when you see people having problems, they in a way for you, or not for you, I'm saying in general, for the other people who like drama or to see it, it makes their drama smaller. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's entertainment.
And some people just want to be entertained. You know what I mean? Like if you're having bad drama, it makes my drama seem smaller.
Exactly.
Some people are bored and they get off on that shit.
Yeah.
It seems the negativity's at a high today, though. It's just a lot of negativity.
Too
now.
much.
Everybody loves the negative, and you don't hear nothing good about what people are doing that is great.
Because TV drives that.
It's crazy, man.
They drive negativity because they know that's what people watch and that's what gets them ratings. So they perpetuate that.
It reminds me of novelas, you know what I mean? And the chisme and the whole thing. It's just a big old chisme, but on a scale of you know what I mean, of technology. You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up.
Well, that's
It's
why I
crazy.
hang out down here because there's no negativity at this show and everything like that. Everything's all positive.
Yeah, for sure. Man.
Any negativity, I'm throwing right the fuck out.
Exactly.
Straight up. Even if it was me, I'd be like, "Excuse me, gentlemen, y'all carry on.
Yeah.
I got to go."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll remove myself. Shit. All right, next.
I was gonna say it's hard for me to I'll wake up in the morning and I'll check my Twitter feed, but I can only last 5 minutes on there, 10 minutes because it's so negative. Everybody trying to talk down on some person or just everybody trash talking each other.
It's tough. There's professional trollers out there, and they want to get the reaction out of you, and that's the way it is. They ain't nobody gonna troll you to give you anything positive. There's your supporters and fans and followers that fuck with you. They're gonna give you the positivity and support, but it's those other little assholes that they feed off of that, and they feed off of the confrontation that comes from that.
We don't come from that school. That's why it's awkward for me because it's I don't come from that, man. It's I take things. What you say? You know what I mean? But I had to realize, oh man, you can't listen to this, folks.
Yeah, no, you gotta just.
I don't even pay attention to that stuff anymore, man.
I just have fun with it. When I get into it with somebody, it's because I'm a wordsmith and I'm just trying a new thing.
That's right.
People are like, why are you engaging with these assholes? Just let them. I'm like, it's fun. It's fun. If you're gonna rip me, I'm gonna rip you right back, but I'm gonna rip you good.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't done that so much anymore because, they'll start the rip, and then when you hit them with something good, they report you for harassing or bullying them. When it's like a dirty game. All my first flags on IG were that someone baiting me with the trolling, talking shit, and then me responding to it.
You're the bully.
And then they're reporting my response.
He's a bully.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, did you guys bother to see what he wrote to me?
That's crazy.
That triggered that response? I mean, did you look at that or you just saw mine? And it's like, that's when they're like their whole policies over there are shit.
Yeah.
They don't know what the fuck, how to resolve things properly down there. They just give you a flag for no fucking reason.
That's crazy.
I got one for him when Kelly Blaze was smoking the Koala Tower of Power. They gave me a flag for sexual misconduct. And
Really?
all he was doing was smoking off this thing. And that was in my story. That was my latest one where that made my count even worse than it was before.
What does that have to do?
I don't know. He was just
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. And I tried to say it wasn't, what it said it was. And the flag says illegal sexual conduct or something, and he just there's trying to smoke on this bad boy right
Wow.
Yeah. That's misconduct. All
there.
right.
It was misconduct.
All right. All right. We got any more?
We got one more. We got Papa Fury up in here saying Method Man is ripped. I'm 20 years younger and he's in much better shape. I got to start lifting again. The munchies have been getting at me.
Not for nothing. When we were in our 20s, Sendog's father was hitting the gym like you wouldn't believe, and he was in better shape than any of us. He was 56, rocking 18-inch arms, zero body fat, 6-pack, like even doing like Mr. Fit type of
those contests,
of contests. You know what I'm saying? Like he was totally fit at 56. That's pretty much where we got our inspiration from. Seeing guys like him at that age, keeping himself, in shape and fit.
It's good, man.
Yeah, man. It's good for you.
I worked out with him a couple of times at this gym in Southgate, and I was just amazed because he would wear big sweatshirts, and one day he took the sweatshirt off. He had a T-shirt under, and I was like, "Damn, Mr. Reyes, I didn't know he was like that." Because he never really showed off like that. He didn't even care about that. It was more of him. It was just a discipline he had because he was disciplined, man. That man was in shape at that age. Now I respect it. I respect
his diet was clean too.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, he looked incredible, man. So yeah, no doubt.
Or salute. All right, is that it for us?
Seems to be it.
All right, make sure you join us in the mix right after this. Everybody on Twitch, stay with us. But everybody here on YouTube, Discord, and BeReal.tv, B_Real TV is the place on Twitch to find us. Come get with it. We're about to pop it off on the ones and twos. All right, we thank you for your time, love, and interaction with the show. That's everything to us. And we're going to be rolling out a lot of cool shit this year. So stay on for the ride. Tell your friends. Share it out and all that. Julio, got any shout-outs?
Shout out to all my people that are tuned in, checking us out, everybody in the chat. And shout out to my people over at LA Kush, man. Yeah.
Yo. Good. Yo, shout out everybody on the check. Shout out to everybody here at the table. It's Tuesday. We're about to get it popping. Psycho Lazy, be Reezy. Let's go. Hold 'em.
Shout the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout to the Dominator. Tune in tomorrow because we will be releasing a new funky drop as well. What's going on, Steph Tone?
Yo, what up? Shout out Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Weiss, Dustin B, Julio G, Psycho Leezy, Bolton, Ray at Morning Shot Films, Taryn at Velvet Hammer, Dominator, Aton, Pedro, all y'all out there in the Asylum, the 5150s, Twitch Ward, the Discorleys. Y'all have a great week. See you again on Friday. Dustin.
Thanks for having me on today again. And you can follow me on Instagram at Bart's.barbecue. I'm going to be doing this, posting this new event I'm doing next week in Vegas. So the details will be coming up. And that's pretty much about it. That's all. Oh, and I want to thank everyone, actually all the Dr. Greenthumb viewers that bought a bunch of barbecue sauce off it because they all DM'd me afterwards that they bought the sauce. So that was, thanks for all the support.
Nah. Believe in yourself. You're better than you think you are. Think more of yourself because you are that. Plant those seeds of positivity within you, man. Because it exists there. You are what you say you are. If you tell yourself you ain't shit, you won't be. If you say I am the shit, you can be. All right, believe. Swallow that. Whistle bluff.